I can only be so optimistic for this one. And we do that. And we are good to go. God, this better be a good one. I'm just gonna say it now. This better be a fucking good one, or it is cooked. Or we are fucked. Oh, why is it not? There we go. This better be a good one. Oh my god. Okay, we got 7 minutes to speculate. I saw this a lot. So, obviously the Woodland Hero skin, right? My honest to God prediction is that they're going to be extremely lazy and just report the Tiandi Hero skin that they made for, what's it called? Remember the Prince of Persia event? You remember that? I have an odd feeling that it is going to report, and that is my genuine fear, is that they are going to take the easy way out and port that Prince of Persia event that they already made to the back burner, and then charge like $32.50 for it because, you know. Is it Zenu? Did they already leak it? Did they already leak it? It's Zenu. They wouldn't, because he has white bone spirit. There's no fucking way. Right? They wouldn't do that. That's the dumbest. There's no fucking way they would do that, bro. That is. Oh, that was like, yeah, no. If that's the case, then I'm just here for patch notes and armor, because Zanu does not need a fucking hero skin. Oh my god. I'm speculating Tiandi JJ. One or the other. One or the other. On your schedule maintains his skin and has Zen his weapon. When they change predictions, we should see Pirate nerfed. We should see Pirate nerfed. They leaked Zanhu today. Yeah, okay, so they're Ubisoft's a little stupid. It's okay. I don't know why we're giving it to Zanhu when he has White Bone Spirit already, but so I'm speculating that Pirate gets nerfed to the point where on dodge attack, if it is blocked externally, she can't continue. It's not enhanced. That we should see, because every other assassin has had that change. Why do I hate Pirate? Because she's too brain dead easy. She's got good damage. She's got good ganking potential. She's got good escape tools. She has literally no chain ender. She can play every moment of her life completely safe. Oh. No, I don't think I want to talk about how I got naked last stream. Her perks are her feats are way too good. Just gonna shoot. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's why Pirate was played. What was that? 90% occurrence rate in pro play. Yeah, the character's really shit. Character's bad. But yeah, they need to basically do two things, and that will what's it called, to neuter Pirate, and not neuter her, just make her less stupid. And it is take away her enhanced dodge attacks, remove this whole 200 ms dodge cancel frame and make her 333 like everybody else, and then have her not be able to chain on pistol, like the pistol grab. I don't know what the fuck it's called. Just have her just get rid of those. Character to be a lot more better. She needs to be punishable on miss. She can't just and then no punish. No, we're not doing knee surgery. Fashion showing you guys actually get good fashion. Sohei needs to be buffed this patch for sure. He needs some sort of light to heavy chain. He needs hyper armor on his neutral heavy. But if they buff her, then they're not very smart. Pirate by a mile. Ocelotl got his fucking wings clipped after that that nerf he got. It's not even that, like, Ocelotl's still a good character. Like, what people don't understand is that he's a good character. But people are so used to playing him just like a button mashing brain dead character. So, like, obviously everyone's gonna be like, oh, Ocelotl butchered. Yeah, because like, your playstyle as Ocelotl was just, and then you win, right? Like, obviously if you have to think for more than 3 seconds with your character, you're gonna think that they butchered it. But no, you literally just you just have to do mix-ups now. No, I think they don't like the Woodland. I think they like Outlanders 10 times more than the Woodland. Minute long reload. No, Sohei is definitely not balanced. Sorry to say it, he's pretty poo-poo stinky. There's things about Sohei that are completely fucking ass and completely broke. For example, Zoe's damage sucks. 6 damage light attacks, they're terrible. 20 damage light parry punish, absolutely fucking atrocious. Basically, no hyper armor on a 1000 MS opener heavy when something like Warlord has hyper armor on his opener heavy and it's the same speed. Yeah, there's a reason why Warlord has hyper armor on it, because it's easily interruptible. And then you have things like his second tier V, where he just fucking heals an entire health bar. That never feels fun, and obviously getting one shot just does not feel fun. Right? It's like the problem. Yeah, look, the thing is, if you want to know why VG was created, it was to appease the comp community. It was to appease the comp players, and guess what? I mean, they did their job. She had like a 50-50 like pick ban rate. It's like, no, I think Griffin is perfect where he stands. I think Medjai, the only thing Medjai would need is like just allow him to be in axe form like all the time. Like if he unlocks, just let him be in axe form. Right? Like don't, like if you lock on, you switch stances to axe and then unlock, just keep him in axe form. Griffin on a casual aspect is a fine character. Like from a casual aspect, Griffin is a fine character. From a competitive aspect, he's a lot better, but that's just because normally the better characters are banned, so he has to replace that banned spot. If you haven't played Scent, play Scent. Scent's always fun, especially after his buff. First of all, give Conk a roll catcher to answer your question, and just I thought about it. Just make it like some sort of like dodge forward like flail grab where he grabs your feet and like pulls you down. Cause like there's nothing really with his flail moveset where he like rings it around you, right? Chain Ender undodgeable. I think Valk's heavies need better tracking. They're really not that good because they have like, from what I know, the bash and the heavies have like almost the same dodge timer. Like you can dodge them at the same time. That's a tough one. I think they're both, VG and Afira are very prevalent, where Afira will definitely hold her own more in a dual aspect. VG I think is just always just solid to have in any scenario. Yeah, she has her dodge forward light. That technically counts as a roll catch. I think just for if you want to buff Kensei, make Helm Splitter enhanced. That's about it. That's all you need to do, and then he's a fine character. There's nothing wrong with Kensei. I think Kensei's in a perfect spot. Yeah, but that's the thing, right? Like if you're gonna roll away from a conk, you need to be punished for it. You shouldn't be rolling away against someone. Period. Like, you bought a fighting game, fight. Right? Like it's not math, it's not science. You bought a fighting game, fight. Let me turn this up.
The Serpent Sword.
Nice.
So exciting. Join with me.
I think last lap is a little stupid.
How you doing, man?
Hi. I'm doing great.
A perk that rewards you
very
for
much.
dying.
And hello, warriors out there. We are super stoked. We've got a lot of great stuff to go over today. Some really fun.
I mean, I'm
things to
guessing
show
just
you.
Mongol,
before we
but
get too
now
far
that I know
into
they
that,
leaked
folks,
Zanhu,
we
that's
gotta
not
have this
very
heart to
good.
heart, as we do every time, because I don't want you to miss out. So you have to link your
Yeah,
Twitch
yeah.
account to your
Well, they can-
Connect ID. That way, for every 30 minutes you're with us watching today, you're
Dude,
going to get a scavenger.
I want that
drinks,
100K
and
steal,
at the
man.
end of
I'm
the show,
broke.
We're going to pick some lucky winners to win a grand prize of either
Exactly.
a 100K steal,
Balanced
or
character and a
the
balanced
hero
game.
skin. And
It's
gonna
Zanhu
be a
already.
good one.
They've already leaked it on
We'll
accident.
see.
It's
Very
Zanhu.
exciting.
Yes.
Thank you. As always, I love your spiel.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
That's not all, folks. We also have Friend or Foe starting back up next weekend. The 1v1 signups are still open. Qualifier 1 will be on December 14th.
I kind of want to watch the 1v1s because that's like
So
that shows
head
actually
to
like
the
real
Battlefy,
skill.
Sign up.
Right, like you can't rely on like cheese ganks. Like you have to be just better than your opponent, make better reads.
Go play. It'll be fun. But
Yeah, they
lots of
leaked it on
awesome stuff to
accident.
show today.
Oh, yeah.
New season.
You see,
Serpent
very festive
Sword,
season
yeah.
too. Yes.
New hero skin, battle pass, legacy pass, armor variations. We're doing a modeling deep dive on the hero skin.
That's why I
So
hate when they
excited
do
for
this,
it.
when they put patch notes all the way at the
Testing
end,
that
because they
segment,
know people are going to
patch
stay
notes,
for the
and
patch
of
notes.
course, the community corner.
My favorite.
Yeah.
It's my favorite. Yes.
It's gonna be great.
Oh yeah.
Folks, so stick around. You would not gonna
50
miss
fears.
this,
Well, like
before we
that's.
get into
I
all
think
of
they
the
have hero
juicy
bans.
stuff.
I think they
Check
can
out
ban
this
a character.
awesome new trailer.
Go
Yeah,
for
no,
it,
it really
guys.
should have been Tiandu. Yeah. Okay, so it is just Zanhu. Hello.
Here I stand. The
Yeah, so it's
starfall
Zanhu.
sword in my grip. A gift given in times of peace. Peace, the great lie.
Another harbor change.
In General Jur, I put not my trust, for I know what he is.
I'm not gonna
A
lie.
man of ambition,
This kind of just looks like
but he
an armor
is
set.
necessary.
Okay, it's a good execution though.
Ours shall be an
This
alliance.
kind of just looks like a. That's it. What's up, Total? Thank you so much for the kind words, man. I don't watch much live streams either, so I really appreciate the kind words. That's a nice one too. Man, they're showing off a fucking slew of new X's. I'm guessing those are universals.
A downfall is coming.
Like, is it a bad skin? It's not like Blowthorn. It's not like Blowthorn bad or like Unsung Knight bad. But that is like, I'm not gonna lie, if it didn't have the fucking what's it called? The tassels, whatever the fuck you want to call them, the ribbons. If it didn't have the ribbons, this could have just been a literal like variant of an armor set. And that's just the honest fucking truth. Yeah, it kind of looks like. Yeah. No. That is like, I'm not gonna lie, that is quite disappointing. The weapon looks nice, but again, it looks like look. I want to be as optimistic as possible. I want to be as optimistic as possible with these guys because they really need it after they're shutting down X Defiant. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna be blind.
Welcome back, folks. We are here at the Serpent
The
Sword
Warriors Den.
Detail segment, here to discuss everything coming. There's title updates. Join with me as always, Sir Alex. Raph.
I don't even know.
How you folks doing?
One of the Zenhu players here, Jim, isn't even happy. So how does that make you feel?
And I swear we did not.
It was actually unintentional.
Yeah.
Yeah, rep 5 armor set.
Nice. I like it.
Oh,
Let's take
that's-
a look at the seasonal roadmap.
It's like a solid 4.5
So,
on my end.
T1,
That
got
is
new
that
battle
could have been
pass and
so
legacy
much
pass.
better.
Of course, our new hero skin. We've got a seasonal event, Frostwind offering, some armor variations. We've got testing grounds, and we've got some hero fest for Janhu.
So wait,
Conqueror,
you
and also
you
Lava.
release his skin, but not his
Got a free event
execution on the
pass,
same day?
hero,
Why?
some hero fest, and a throwback event. Very exciting.
Kodokan.
But just a quick mention before we jump into all the fun stuff. We're temporarily removing Canyon from the map pool rotation in dual matchmaking and custom matches. The map
Yeah,
pool
no, the
will
eyes on the
be,
skin do move.
in,
It's kind of like
available for
Yomagudro's.
paintball, elimination and skirmish, and tribute and arcade. But we'll have more info on this coming soon. But we're moving it for development purposes. So let's get into it. Raph, do you want to tell us what's been? Let's get us all back up to speed. What's been going down at Heathmore?
Yes.
JC only comes out for
can,
patch notes now.
You know,
Who gets the new hero skin?
it
It's Zanhu.
is the last season of this 8th year of Honor.
What? I gotta see
it
that.
is
What do you
the
mean a
8th
made
year
disabled
of
skin?
Legendary weapons. It has been the theme of the year. We've been following through the different seasons. We've been following these legendary weapons, the weapons of each
Sword of
faction, how
Ashfeld.
they tell us what these
I-
factions are fighting for, what are their values. We started with Valor's
I don't
Edge,
know, man. The only
sword
good one here
of
is
the-
like
of the
Orochi's.
beautiful knight,
I'm not gonna lie. I
some
mean, maybe
knights.
Zanhu's looks better
So
in
this
game,
was
but
season 1, and then we had the Muramasa.
they
build,
said they
to
only
be,
released
you
2
know,
maps
build that you have to
year,
master, you
Logan.
have to have
So we've already gotten our
self-discipline,
2 maps.
self-mastery to really
I haven't
master
played it
the
yet.
weapon,
I just kind of went
the
in to
samurai
check out how
spirit.
Blackbeard worked, and
Then we had
I'm fine with it.
The idea of fighting to be remembered, to be brought to the very halls of Valhalla by the lauding of your descendants, and this was with the Gudmundur the Great and his unbreakable shield. Now this Serpent Sword season is
Breach hasn't gotten a
continuing
new
this
map
trend of
since
exploring
release. No, it's gotten
legendary
like 2.
weapons, but this time we're doing it with a Wulin inspired
I think Warden's hero skin,
legendary
this one is
weapon,
not very
the
great.
namesake Serpent Sword. It's a blade forged with meteoric iron, which is a type
Yeah,
of
honestly,
metal that is
a little
coming
bit.
from, well, a meteorite. You might have guessed it. So yeah, the legend of this weapon is that ages ago, as two
Are we doing
armies were
lore?
about to fight, and the constellation of the Big Dipper was shining in the sky, meteorite fell
Who cares?
on
The
Earth,
lore doesn't matter. They
separated
don't do
two
anything with
armies.
it.
And so it became a symbol of peace and unity. And so
Jim is
sometimes
not
the
happy about
blade has
this.
been called the Starfall Sword.
Same 14s. If you're a fan of Destiny, yes. If you're not, no.
But it is also
If
called
you're not a fan of
Serpent
Destiny,
Sword
you're probably not gonna like
because,
it.
well,
If you're-
sometimes to achieve unity and peace,
Swim
you have to
Slenders
go
is
through
winning its bingo
torturous
board.
and,
Slither your way around.
yeah, relentless steps to get to peace. Let's
I'm
say.
not
So
happy 'cause
there
the
are,
skin's
two
pretty
sides
mid,
to this,
and he even knows it.
legendary weapon. This idea of a 7 stars sword or 7 stars dagger.
I was expecting
it
like
is
a
really
Genghis
common
Khan type
motif
skin to
in,
show
the
up, like with
Chinese culture,
JJ,
and
or even like
this
a
is the
Mongol
inspiration
skin
that
for
we took.
Tiandi, not
So
not
you will find it in many,
Zanhu
many
metal armor with
different
ribbons that
movies,
float and a snake eyes, like
books, novels, all things like that. Especially
Mulan.
in a really foundational piece of Chinese literature called The Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
yeah, no.
And
If
in
Jim doesn't
there,
like it,
there's a
Destiny's
character
turn?
that,
No.
you'll see our hero skin is a bit inspired
Well,
by,
if they're mid,
his name
then
is Cao
Slanders
Cao.
loses a bingo board
He's a
because he needs
really
half of them to be good.
ruthless, cunning, ambitious man, and
I'm
he
trying
has
not to
this
shut
dagger
through
of
on the
the
weapon.
7 stars, and he offers it to one of his rivals called Dong Zhuo. Well, if you want, go ahead.
I think
and
the
read
eyes and the
story.
ribbons
It
are the
is
only good part. The rest is
fantastic
just normal armor.
1500 pages romance, but
No,
it
do
is
not buy the
fantastic.
legacy
So I
bundles.
suggest that
Do
you
not
go
buy
and
the
read
legacy
it.
bundles.
So this was one of our
Save your money for
but
literally anything
I
else.
said that this season is a bit similar. Yes, it is similar because
If
we have
you're
a
gonna
legendary
think
weapon,
of
but
buying
it is
any
quite
hero
different
that's
from
already been
the
released
3
for
other
over a
seasons
year,
of the year
just grind it
because
out.
the
That's
3
the best
other
advice I can get.
seasons,
Just grind it
they
out.
happened in a non-defined timeline. It happened during the history of Heathmore, let's say. But this time, with this last season,
It could
of
be
the
good if
year,
the
we're going
yeah.
back to the main timeline, the timeline that we have.
If the
left
color
behind
customization is
almost a
good,
year
then
ago with
it
Kaplan
might have some
and
saving
Vanguard.
grace, but
It
who
is
knows?
the timeline of Astria and
Not
Orcos,
to not
and we are
reinstall.
going
Yeah, you
back to
shouldn't.
it,
Stay
once
away.
it is to you.
Nice. Thank you. I mean, the story time.
Look
with
into the
Raph
raids
is
being
always my
held at
favorite in
gunpoint.
this
He hasn't
it's,
said a
it's
word.
great.
I hope you appreciate and our players appreciate the mix of history and
I
culture
mean,
and
I
lore
want
that we
Spartan.
try to
I just want a
weave
Spartan,
in
man. I don't know how
into
we've
this game. This is
gone
something I really love
8
about
years and we
Warden.
have not added the most notorious
You
like,
mentioned,
melee
Horcrux
combat,
Astras,
like
some
faction
ideas and
in the
concepts we
world,
haven't, actually
right? Like
talked about in a while. Would you
fucking-
like to refresh our memory?
Yeah,
What's it called?
I understand us, of course. On
No,
the
Sohei's
negative side,
Sohei needs a buff.
we kind
I
of
like
live with them, so
hardcore.
we remember them, but I can understand that it's been quite a
Should I
while.
reinstall Siege?
understand.
If you're gonna play with
So
Sync, then yeah.
the world of Runner is presenting you with a question.
If you're gonna play by yourself
what
now.
will you do when there are
Yeah,
not
they are shutting down
enough
X-Defiant. It's
resources
done.
to live?
X-Defiant is
what will be
done.
your reaction to that?
With a
And
sigh.
to this, we have had different answers, but one of the answers
For a playable
from
game.
faction or not faction, a covenant called Orcos is that
One shot
the
till
strongest
10.
will survive. The baddest of the wolves will.
Well, Sync,
take
he's
the
PC,
resources
so you're gonna
and
have to play in
the others
PC
will
lobbies.
die. And Orcos, so this
Debian, I don't
this
know what the fuck
covenant,
those are.
this organization, has
There's so
been
many, like...
ascendant in our world.
The thing
for
is with
the past
X-Defiant, we
years.
don't really care about what they're saying. I think I can yap over them without, like, hurt. X-Defiant was a great game when it was first announced and played in beta. And then the problem was that slowly the game kept getting bugged, right? Oh, you can't progress, so you know we'll give you everything. And then the game got delayed for like 2 fucking years straight, right? Who fucking cares about your lore? Okay, anyways. The game got delayed for like 2 fucking years, and then it came out with the same exact stuff with barely, what was it, 2 new guns? So in 2 years, you barely fixed the problems that were plaguing the beta, and then all you did was add 2 weapons. 2 weapons. That's it. Want to hear the lore?
Did you want to talk
That
about
died.
General Zed?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this is a perfect segue because.
So yeah, obviously the game was gonna fail. If you didn't add anything new, no one wanted to play it.
He's a man of.
No, the
ambition,
Ubisoft leadership is terrible.
He's cunning. He's
Okay, at least we can see the
dangerous,
skin. Are they like running it in like low
also,
graphics, by the way? Like, what is this?
Because this is a character who's gained prominence ever since the Hungry Ghost Festival, which was our Halloween event last year. After the White Bone Spirit attacked, she
Are
was
they all-
an elite, so there was a power vacuum, and
Well, they did buff it. They buffed it to come out faster, so that might
now
help
he's been,
with the tracking. Or no, it did
consolidating
help with the
power,
tracking.
Amassing
It,
followers,
I want to see this, but it looks like they're running it in like low graphics.
He wants
Like,
to
you know what I mean? Like, it looks like the game is running on
The
low.
way that he can do that, he sees now, is to ally himself with a Horkos. So he reaches out to
That kind of
Astria,
just looks like his Wyverndale weapon.
saying, you know, it's time that we ally with one another, and that way, you know, we'll be unstoppable at this point. Astria, as I
Yeah.
said, she's
Not
just
putting on
close to
Steam. Like,
power,
the thing is, a lot of people.
to having full control and power. So she's
Yeah,
like,
they do.
okay,
That Christmas
this
sweater is, I
this
kind of
how I
want it.
do it. But she's
I'm
very
telling
cautious
you.
about Jeh. Also, she knows what he's capable of. He knows he may not be fully trustworthy. So, you know, it's a big.
Why does he look so
there's
fat?
Some good and bad.
You know what I mean? Like,
so
he's...
she brings her own army with her. A bigger army than she knows he has.
Yeah,
You
if
know,
anyone
he's
buys
full
this,
force.
they
There's no way that
They should.
anything
Honestly, I've thought of buying this
happen,
sweater like 20
uh,
times, but it's
if
really
she does that.
expensive.
So
Yeah, no, I think
she
I
brings
want
her
TOD
army,
too.
to this 10th ceremony, she's gonna offer her
No.
the sword. And yeah, she's willing to accept it, but also there's some tension between the Will and the Horkos, because now it's kind of like Christmas at your relative's place. You're not sure.
What do you mean there's tension between the
you
Wulu
know,
and the
on your
Horkos?
side,
Got it.
you could fight with anybody essentially.
He's gonna reach
The
for
Wulu
knife.
are invaders.
But it's Christmas.
Did we
and
forget
there's
that they're
some
their own
cross
faction and they're just here for their own
and,
personal
yeah,
gain?
Some tension there. So there's more to learn about General Jeh. So if
General-
you wanna
General
read his
Jeh.
story, the Serpent, it'll be
All
out
right,
tomorrow
man,
on
that's-
the website. And yeah, there's a lot of good stuff there, and we're very excited about it.
I would say.
Wait, they're
summarize,
time keeping his lore as well? They drop it tomorrow?
Your friend, you make it with your enemy, so it's always a tense process. So yeah, there's a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
tension here, but it's a time of celebration and.
It's just
trying
gonna be another story of the
Otherwise,
Horkos
Yep.
ally with someone. Someone rises against them. The Horkos run
Well,
away.
thank you. I
Happens
guess,
every
we can move
time.
on. Just looking at
How's the
Heroes Game one more
racism?
time.
We played For Honor,
the
so what do you
Heroes Game will be
expect?
available for $11.99 or 25k steel.
Okay, they didn't upcharge it, at
That's
least.
Glory. Looks
Surprised. This just looks like an armor set. I'm not gonna fucking lie to
We're
you.
doing a modeling
Looks
deep
like a fucking
dive
armor set.
just right after with Sav. So that's very exciting. Yeah, let's
All the way
take a
at the
look very
end,
quickly
is
at,
where all the way at the
randomization.
end, because they realized that nobody
Mentioned
wants to
before.
watch
Yeah.
So,
like the
there's some-
competitive
Yeah,
recap.
so,
No one wants to watch like the lore recap. Like they're like, okay, how do we keep your attention? All right, let's put the patch notes at the end. That's how we keep people.
So it's
Which
on the
works.
Arbor map, as I'm sure everybody has the sword for. This is a sword that is about to be offered, as you can see.
I think Siege is a really shit story. I'm not gonna lie.
Force, they are here to prove their power, to receive.
I don't think I can model him because we don't have the same body type. In fact, far from
the
it.
first time we'll be able to have some form of foothold into the Woolen territory or Woolen army.
Siege's lore
and
like
with
used to
that,
make
we'll be
sense
able
when
to
it was like,
achieve
oh,
total.
terrorists.
So,
They're like,
yeah, you have
because
the
Harbor
map,
is
and it
genuinely
helping us to tell the
For Honor's
story.
Amazing.
like
She's definitely
favorited
sensing, though,
map,
something
I guess.
that,
Like people love Harbor. That's the thing. People
Yes.
love Harbor.
Well,
It's a good map.
Remiss.
The problem
So
is,
this is
yeah,
something
as you
we'll
probably
be
say,
talking about
Yeah.
it later
it's
with
been
Nuxia,
overdone to shit.
but, the serpent is a symbol of, maybe wickedness. In the
There's
West.
literally nothing to
It's a
talk
symbol
about in the
of,
resort in chat for context. Yeah, that's
wise,
kind of the point. When you have over 100
right?
people, it's kind of easy to keep
and so
entertaining.
there is a double meaning here, but
We put
it
another
isn't
barrel in the
ill
corner.
intentioned, or there is a reason why there is some tension. They
Uh,
are enemies. So yeah.
I can
Go
hate. No,
on.
it's not hating on a map. It's hating of reusing Harbor again.
Dresses up as a serpent.
Like, can we?
True.
He does it because he's wise.
Is there even a Woolen-centric Dominion map? Because we have.
Moving on. Let's take a
breach
look at
map
the
for
in-game
Woolen.
realization. Starting off with the landing page. There's General J again offering.
Yeah, so like,
presenting, sorry.
why not
Presenting
make
me the
one?
sword.
Why is Pirate here?
I probably would. Looks pretty cool.
Is that
Constellation. It's very nice.
They could have shown the hero skin doing its
Minions.
cool little. It's like Mongol.
Yes, they're part of his troops, right?
Only duel and breach, yeah, and deathmatch, I
we
guess.
also have
I think.
Frostwind offering event, which means Ice Brawlers is coming back.
Oh yeah.
Very exciting.
Oh no,
The
time to
League
play
of
Raider and
Legends
Lawbringer
on
again.
the 19th, and running until January 9th. But we could take a look at the in-game realization for that as well. So we have.
They might be teasing the Pirate Nerf. Where did all my
Hat looks
light
familiar.
go? Okay, that's okay, whatever.
We got the holiday minions.
I mean, it's
Wait,
funny,
for it,
I
for
guess.
it.
It's
Oh,
funny.
charge in battle with a
Oh, my
cannon.
legs are killing me.
These are my favorite.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
God I took a
These
day
are
off of
actually
work.
from Year 4, Season 4, actually.
Great.
Oh, I
weapon.
need light in my room.
Yeah.
Can also take a look at the
What the
rewards for the event pass. Got the battle outfit,
There we go.
Prowling Felty.
Oh, my legs.
Got the Ornament Woolen Alliance.
Oh.
Love the balance. Kind of like a yin and yang almost. I like it.
Yeah, no, I have the energy to complain, but it's like, how long do I have the energy to complain for?
Factions and groups.
Yeah. Love it. Alex, we also have
It's probably like
$100
$100, so have fun buying that.
What can you tell us about this season pass?
Oh.
So the theme that we were trying to explore this season was the cycle of life and death, with a lot of focus.
Is this
on,
full?
on
Yeah.
rebirth
Speak up, woman.
and, yeah, generally going through what the whole life cycle.
When's the
is
next vid coming out?
about.
Well, surprisingly, I thought the Tiandi skin was gonna come out, and I was going to add that to the script, but I guess not. So give or take this week, hopefully.
These are super cool.
No, I do not do that.
Too.
In fact, I back up a little bit.
The year, but it's also the beginning of the year. So
I don't think I've used a universal ornament, period. It's just
I like this.
garbage.
yeah.
What do you
Lost
think
with
he's
present.
got in there?
It
Oh,
seems
my
alive.
legs, man.
He's
Yeah.
kicking it. Which is a bad
It's something,
sign.
alright.
What's in the bag?
I thought it was just gonna be like a Zanhu oriented. Like, why don't hero skins have an oriented execution tied to them? You know what I mean?
Take a look at a little sneak peek at the weapons, which you'll be able to see just after this segment.
Nobody talks or wants to be there. The weapons look okay. I'm not gonna lie, they look pretty nice. At least BPs looks pretty nice.
Beautiful.
Well, JC will show up for patch notes. It's just
Artful Geralton.
okay. Maybe that one doesn't look very good, but
Really nice.
it's all right.
Super detailed. Beautiful.
it's like yeah. No,
Also
the
have
shield is
legacy
nice. The weapon's
attachments at the
nice.
same
Oh, this
time.
is back. I wanted this one. I was kind of annoyed that I missed
So,
that
some of the
skin.
themes that the team
Who's
has
the lady?
taken
Who
over
fucking
during
knows?
That season was the Renaissance, Invention, and Revenge.
This was
The
this
main
was just
aesthetic
like what?
of
Why? Like
everything
this
you're
just
gonna
should
be
never have
seeing is,
existed.
inspired
Bon-
by
like
the Neo-Victorian
what a piece of
period,
shit.
which is
But I did want those masks.
as steampunk. So yeah, you see like some gears in the weapon.
Yeah, 25k for the skin. Oh hey, Uni.
We witnessed
up,
the
man?
resistance from season 3 and year 4 try to fight back against the Horkos army.
Our interns
forged
is
weapons,
crazy.
to fight back, but it wasn't enough. But thankfully, Ilma the blacksmith created weapons. To
Are we still talking about
overthrow,
Ilma?
The Horcrux army.
I've been waiting all year for this Legacy Pass to come back because I love the steampunk, but
Yeah.
I wasn't playing the game as much as I do today at
Yeah.
the time. So yeah.
Oh,
really,
nah, that's fine.
Try to get them this time.
Yeah, no, that Universal X is fucking terrible. I'm not gonna
Chance to
lie.
get those wins.
It's it looks awesome, honestly.
I used to not, and then I
moving
made
on, we
videos,
also
so I was
have,
like, yeah,
armor
I'll just
variations
fucking
coming
buy
this
whatever
season.
comes out.
We do.
Tell us about
So
it.
the armor
Yeah, the
variations
bird
for
looks
this
good.
season
I like
are
that
the
mask. It's pretty
Samurai,
nice.
the Wulin, and the Outlanders. They'll follow a similar theme to what we had last season for the Knights and Vikings.
Why we like
So that is
show 'em
just
all?
very fine detail, a lot of filigree. We can take a look at some of the customization.
Oh,
It's like a chimera. It's like it's not bad, not terrible.
I can't wait. To
Why are we
see
doing
it.
this?
Wait
We've never
for
done
it.
this before.
Wait for it. It's coming.
That's not bad.
So nice.
That looks quite nice.
Colorful hero
Yeah.
we have,
Oh,
maybe?
yeah.
That's one thing I've always liked about Ocelot is the
Love.
color variations he gets.
Dressing.
It's always nice. They'll do it.
So good.
Ilma was that raider that made the Draconite like pickaxe execution.
So got the first
I
variation.
love the unchangeable gold. So it's the new hero? We haven't seen it yet. I don't think they're gonna show it.
Amazing. Well, thank you all very much for coming on the den and breaking it all down for us.
Ultra.
Any last words?
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. It's been great, folks.
I don't.
stick
I have a
around.
blue one.
We've got the full Battle Pass weapons video playing before the next.
I have like a
segment.
full blue one
You
right
don't want
now.
to miss the next segment. I promise. It's really good.
I
See you
won't want to miss the next segment. This is weapons? Okay. Why are we doing PK first? PK's is whatever. Warden's, the guard is fine. The weapon I don't really like, but I know why. It's like serpent theme, so it needs to be like waved. Gladiator shield's pretty nice. BP's is just really good. I don't think they're showing the hero period. No, I don't think they are. Warmongers is pretty good. Griffin's is pretty good. Like these weapons are actually aren't bad. Like these weapons are pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. At least right now for the knights, they're pretty good. Yeah, no, they do it a lot, but okay, zerk is pretty good. Play Scent. I can always say it if you're gonna try to switch to someone, just play Scent. He's always a good all-arounder. So far, again, like I haven't seen a bad weapon. Shaman's is great. Yorm's is pretty good. VG buff. Even VG's weapons look really nice. That shield is so good looking. Okay, no, Valkyrie's is nice as well. Warlord's shield is good. I mean, I can only hope. Not black and gold this time. Yeah, no, these weapons look really nice. Kensei's looks great. Orochi's looks great. Aramusha's looks great. Shinobi's, I think, only really has the bad one. They're just too small. Okay, Hitokiri is pretty... What is that? That's pretty bad. Kyoshin's is fine. Sohei's is kind of whatever. And that's Nabushi? That's pretty garbage. Where's the purple? Like, there's no purple in hers. Alright, so we just gave Nabushi, like, a factory new vanilla, like, pole, and that's it. Okay, so, like, the samurai that mattered got good ones, and the samurai that didn't matter got shit ones. Jondu's is really nice. Shaolin, I don't know what you can really do to stick. I feel like I've seen that. I feel like that's just Wyverndale times 2. JJ's is nice. Oh look, Fudge is finally back. Metal stick. Pirates. Okay, pirates is like whatever. Show the top! Let me see the top! What? No! Hey! Cameraman! Pan up! What the fuck? Why didn't they pan up? Why'd they just forget half of Medjai's weapon? Okay, there it is, I guess. Like, I was like, what the fuck? I got edged on the Medjai weapon. No, that Nobu one was just... That Nobu one was bad. I don't think I will do that. I don't think I'm ever going to, I don't think I'm ever going to start an OnlyFans. Just I don't think they're showing the new hero trash. Like I'm like 90% sure they won't. God, we're so close to 200 viewers, by the way. That's fucking unreal. I love Warriors Nets.
Welcome back, Warriors. Join with me today.
He has to be
Alex moved. Yeah, I
racist.
think I scared her.
Is that gonna be in his lore?
Sorry about that.
No, the weapons are great.
The
weapons are fantastic. How do you think fix Sohei? Hyper armor on his opener heavy. Allow light to heavy chains, and then heavy finisher. Do light heavy on heavy with hyper armor on 300 MS startup, and
Yeah, of
then
course. Yeah, it's my first
unblockable.
time. My name is Seth.
Or heavy into light dodgeable.
5 years, and right now I'm a character modeler
You're
for Honor,
racist.
and yeah, I
It's don't
model
worry.
a
We're-
General
no, there's
G
no more.
hero skin.
Amazing. Let's
No more
let's
pings.
just jump right into honestly. So we have our hero skin. It looks so awesome. Why don't we go through like the stages of creation?
No, not the lore. People are gonna leave.
Concept art we have.
You're like, that looks way better. Why did we use
We'll
this?
talk about that a bit later.
Oh
So,
my
but
goodness
first
gracious.
we
This
have our amazing
this looks like
concept
the
art.
better version.
Of course, outstanding concept art, and you can.
Then
see
they made him
on the
old. They made him like
concept art
65 in his
General
skin.
G hero skin. The concept art team.
You don't like a lore?
really
No,
hard
I
to
don't like
complete
lore on
this
it.
Language change,
Dude,
just
This
make
guy,
hero
this looked okay.
really
Like, yeah, it's
and
pretty close to like what we got. I think the skin's a mid like 5 at best. Quorum. I think genuinely they should not have given it to Zanhu
And that phase
because
of the blockout phase
of White Bone Spirit existing. You know what I mean? Like he didn't need a second hero skin. Kind of sucks that I did the Zanhu video and then this comes out.
Stage is the blockhouse
They're
stage.
like some
You can see right now on the screen. Right now it doesn't have any detail.
Yeah, no. When you
Only
that's
the,
like how you
let's
buy
say,
clothes on like the
primary
website. They look really good. They
shapes,
come in, they look
you
like
can see
shit.
the silhouette of a character, this first impression, how you gonna see it.
Yeah,
on
I don't know why they hate Tiandu.
game camera. So this is a really quick job just to.
It's not a
see
Trash Warriors then
how
till we
it
can
works,
see the
how
patch
all of
notes,
the
and then we can decide if it's a shit
s-
one.
Small armor pieces, shoulder pad, chest armor.
I was really hoping it'd be a Tiandu skin so I can add it to the
yeah,
script,
This is.
but
Cool.
That's it.
the hero skin of
Essentially,
aging
like, getting the
despair.
concept art, then you're putting it yourself,
February.
building it
I think the new hero's
essentially
coming out.
with
They nerfed
shapes,
Orochi
like-
again. They didn't nerf
Yeah,
Orochi.
Simple shapes like cubes.
Saying they
spheres,
nerfed
small
Orochi
shapes,
is like
complex
it's like
shapes like
saying that you're like
shoulder
your
pads,
gummy bears,
band,
like your
blade,
vitamin gummies are actually
but
helping
yeah,
you in
the
life.
goal is to work with a silhouette with dynamic and
Another win
that
for
looks
Blowthorn.
good from far.
Let's
the
gaslight
game,
everyone.
Camera and
Exactly.
Of course,
Look,
from
Pirate needs to be
all
in this
of the
nerf,
angles,
100%.
Of course, with 2D art, you can see the character
January? Normally it's February, so I just assumed February.
3-dimensional, so we should make sure that
Damage
it works
boost after
on all the
twerking.
angles.
Very cool.
VG is the best 4v4 character. It's just it's just
yeah,
VG.
details
Ranking
and
guard.
the high resolution sculpture just for the audience. How does this work?
Why
And
nerf
it
Pirates?
looks
Because she's
like a clay,
the one of the best
but
characters in the
it's
game right
just a
now.
digital
In
clay.
in
But
twos,
you can see that you
fours,
have a symmetry
ones.
here. Oh, that
Not
helps a lot,
ones,
to be
twos and
honest.
fours.
And yeah, on this stage,
It was literally shown in the
all of the
competitive
shapes
like
and
tier list where
forms are
Pirate
already
was the
defined
most picked in
and
both
moved.
fours and
You're going
twos.
just zoom in,
And VG was the most
separate
banned in
some
fours
metal
and twos.
pieces, metal trim, some leather pads. I don't know this.
Like, I don't
scale,
understand why
this
people are like,
display,
Oh, well,
so
Pirate's
you
actually in
have
frame
these different
disadvantage if she uses her pistol
organizations
blast,
that
meaning she
say
can light attack, or she can get light attack out of her
you
unblockable.
zoom in,
You
want
have a hyper armor heavy follow up to counter that. Maybe if you just use the tools they gave you instead of bitching and moaning.
small details
I don't know what to
like
tell you.
small scratches.
It's
If you
literally
pull
if
out
you
metal,
want to use the
some
pistol blast, it's
polished
going to be
parts,
a like a
maybe
50-50.
just big slashes.
And you have the option to
Yeah,
negate the
that's pretty much
50-50. Like
And, yeah, speaking of general,
they don't have
G,
enough data yet.
You can clearly see that it doesn't have a lot of big slashes. Big
Yeah, they're actually gonna
slashes,
change Shaman's
and
bash
it
to
was
50
the
MS
intention just
dodge hits.
to explain that first of all he's a general.
Yeah.
So
So she
Of
can
course,
just
you
get
can
it on like stun
start
lock
with
after
that,
bleed.
you get these.
I don't think I want to do that tough.
But yeah, it's just small scratches.
Yeah,
as
like
well.
slight imperfections.
4v4 with
just
good
to-
fashion?
Don't make it really polished like it was from
BP?
a factory or a
Maybe?
blacksmith guy. So yeah.
Ghost
just
is a really
bit
good 4 character
scratches,
with good fashion.
just to show that it's
Sync.
worn, but at the same time, add some small details.
And as
Very
you're doing
cool.
that, you have to make a
Also,
decision
frame
on
disadvantage
what
only really
to
matters
put
on like
next.
land.
Yeah,
Because
that's
no one
really
really in a
important thing.
casual
You should
aspect is going to attempt to
know
line attack
what
you out
it's
of your
gonna be
like
done on the texture
follow up
side.
after
I mean,
pistol
you can
blast. No
see
one does it.
color
Even I know it and I don't do it.
on his armor, it has the snake skin, but on a high
Don't care.
resolution,
This was that
it's
weaknesses. Their minds will
you can
shatter.
see that this,
Yeah, I know. My
snake
character needs to be good
is
all the
real.
time, 24/7, with no
Because
downsides.
This stage, it goes to the texture stage, so you should know
Shaman Bite just kills now. How about that? How about that buff? It
you
just
should
fucking
model
kills you.
something or sculpt something, so it's tricky, really.
Very cool.
This
Yeah,
honestly would have been a
honestly,
good
last
like
few
met.
years,
Like,
listen,
could
I feel
you
like
think if this was an armor set? Like,
you're
think about it like
building
this.
once in a
Imagine
while,
if you
like,
can buy a hero
after the
skin,
lockout phase, you're going
and
into
these
your
individual
carving essentially
pieces
everything by hand.
will then now drop as armor
Yeah,
pieces.
normally it's done by hand.
You could definitely make a mesmer skin with this if you were able to like
I mentioned,
mix and match.
iron, kind of different metals, leather, cloth. If you want to reap some,
Give her an opener
part of
bash.
the leather part.
If they give her an opener bash, then they need to remove some of her hyper armor. Like that's just how it is. Hitokiri needs to be give and take. Same with Conqueror. If they buff Conqueror, there has to be give and take.
Some alphas. I mean, it's just a
Oh, my
black
neck
and
is
white
so
image
fucked.
Where the black part is gonna kind of stay.
Oh, guard
and
offensive
attach.
stance.
The white part is gonna be extruded. So that's
Adds
actually
25k to their
applying
bank
this
account.
Alpha, extruding, making a bit of a polish.
It
and
does
that's
look like
There's
that,
yeah, that contrast.
but
like, makes it
edited
I
to
guess,
fit him.
easy in a sense to see like the details. I guess the fine details. If it's literally black and white.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, exactly. They're good armor sets,
Do you
not
wanna
good
take a
hero
look maybe
skins.
At the eyes, we did. I didn't think we talked about the eyes.
yeah, of course. Yeah. The snake eyes, they're moving. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're going back to your PSP fucking graphics because you forgot to bump
Yeah,
it up
so
from medium to
it's,
ultra when you
We
showed
have
off the
these,
skin.
eyes on the helmet and on the back of his belt. So yeah. Looks.
What's the
looks
best
good.
hero skin?
Also
Kensei's.
the floating.
Yeah,
show.
Probably.
of course, the floating shoal, it's really cool thing.
Because
And
Siege has more
fun fact,
funding. Siege
if
is
you go back to the
Ubisoft's like
ice
golden
press,
child right now.
images, you
RTX
can
off.
see that this
Everything
floating
off.
shoal was modeled in pose.
Wow.
So we can add a bit of cloth simulation and
Okay, thanks, Uni.
make
My
it
goodness.
like
Learning.
animation
Yeah.
that works with the wind. So we just like
My
a float,
goodness.
floating around him,
Yeah.
just giving him this aura
Yeah.
kind of around.
Like an ominous feeling almost.
yeah, exactly.
It's very cool.
They can like okay, let's be
Amazing,
real.
honestly.
If
Yeah.
Ubisoft
Yeah.
were, I don't know, like if they could, right? So I'm not gonna say like
Any
stuff out of
shoutouts,
like
anyone?
pocket.
Yeah,
Like I've seen
of
so many people
course,
be like,
it's
oh,
not
they can
only
just make
work
this
on
game,
his,
they can make that game,
skin,
and then they
of
make
course, I
money.
want to
Like
thank
you don't understand. They don't have the funds to pay people to make the game. But I think if they had a team to work on like a Far Cry 3 remaster, even Far Cry 1 or 2 remaster, it would make them some decent money. Make it like $40, remaster it. There you go. You got some money.
It's a really long list.
And then
Yeah,
you can
thanks
like,
everybody
what's
who
it
was
called?
involved in this.
What else would
It's-
be a good one?
it's super cool job. Thank you.
It
What's a
looks,
good Ubisoft
looks
IP that hasn't been
incredible
touched in a long time?
Stunning work.
Yep. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Did
both
we even like an
for
Assassin's
coming
Creed
on
1 and 2
breaking all
remaster?
that Down, folks.
'Cause
stick
we've been
around,
missing
we've
a
got testing
traditional
rounds
Assassin's
coming up
Creed game.
next, but right before you'll be able to
Splinter
see
Cell,
the
yeah,
full
Splinter
Legacy
Cell,
Pass
Splinter
rounds,
Cell.
down
3 people at the same time. Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell Remastered would be sick. You just keep the old voice lines, the old mechanics, put a new coat of paint on it. Part 2. Just don't make a new Splinter Cell. Just remaster the first one. The problem with the old like Splinter Cells in my this is the old stuff. We've already had this. For Honor. Okay, hear me out. Ghost Recon Future Soldier Remastered. I would play the fuck out of that, bro. I would play the fuck out of that. Oh my god. I loved Future Soldier. Yeah, you literally can't play old Splinter Cells like multiplayer either, which... Yeah. They have the IPs that they can remaster if they want the money. The question is, do they have the funding, right? That's always the ultimate question is, do they have the funding? Patch notes are like near the end, Rage. Alright. This is the old one. This came out in like 2020. Yeah, these are the old weapons, so they're gonna look like garbage. They have a ton of IPs they don't use, yes. but it's more or less, can they pay the workers to remaster it? Like, because like here's the thing, if you outsource it to a different company, look at the previous games that developers have outsourced to a different company to make. Grocery Games, the fucking mobile game company, when they did the trilogy remaster, the garbage, right? If you're gonna outsource it to someone who's never worked on your product, it's never gonna look good. No, they're not showing the hero. They are not showing the hero. Franks? Yeah, it's not getting good. I mean, like, that's the yearly, that's the max one. Obviously, the max one's always gonna look bad. The thing is, if you look at it from the max, it's always gonna look bad. But if you look at it from, like, the monthly, it doesn't look as terrible. It looks bad, don't get me wrong, it looks terrible. But it doesn't look as bad as the maxed. Yeah, they can remaster the trilogy. Again, it is more or less down to, do they have the funding to pay their workers on time and not fuck up their, like, work hours, their schedule, force them in overtime, stuff like that. Like do they have the essentials to pay them and not work them to the bone? Because a lot of times, especially like Ubisoft does not, I don't think I'm gonna be funding anything. Ubisoft's not gonna go there. They can go out of money, but they're just gonna sell to a different company. Tencent, Microsoft, Sony. They'll just outsource to a bigger company to bankroll them. I think just genuinely they should just partner with Microsoft and become like what Bethesda was. Because like look at how bad Bethesda was after Fallout 76, right? Like they were a company being sued 60 times a day. V2. Yeah, this could just be Warden's. Is this Warden stuff? Oh, there's JC. Alright,
excited
time to get disappointed.
And joining me on the couch for this segment is
Duel's character,
Akira.
Akira is by far the best Duel's character.
You know, I was singing in the back there, and I was in chat.
Yeah, Microsoft would do them good.
Ritual.
He did. I saw it.
Calling for my name multiple times and just just show up.
It's kind of like a Beetlejuice thing. You gotta say it at least 3 times.
Yep.
You guys call JC the GOAT, but you forget JC managed VG and hasn't nerfed them at all.
Very happy to be here.
We're excited to have you here.
Keep in mind what this man has released to the game. Just take that in for a second.
Let's dive into it. What can we say about?
Yeah, well then,
VG?
first up,
Alright, let's see. So,
word out there.
Warden's first feat goes into the game.
We have the Warden.
That
is getting reintegrated.
And then
that we had last time.
Is he just adding all of them? I don't expect Enfeeble to get through.
Doing the casual segment, but
I'm not gonna lie, I do not expect Enfeeble to go through.
The other thing I want to address very quickly, because it's not super obvious to people.
Sure.
I've been seeing a lot of chat
Fun break
online about it, about how, what about the anti-gank testing grounds, right? And so we're working on it. Like, as you know, we're working on it.
Yeah.
It is a lot of work to go through to make sure that we apply the changes to every hero, test everything out, make sure everything's good. So it's taking a little bit of time. It's normal.
We're working on it.
So it'll come eventually.
It's been in the project for
quite involved.
2 years?
It's a big
No, they're not showing the new hero.
Make sure we get things right.
Sounds good.
But let's start to look at testing grounds.
All right, let's see.
For Peacekeeper. So what we're doing really this time, it's Peacekeeper feats only. Again, we're only doing one hero.
Oh my fucking Jesus Christ, give me strength. You're reworking one character with feats. You're not going to put double XP on it, and then we're doing nothing.
So we're sticking it to a single hero this time. We're doing Peacekeeper.
They're working on it, don't worry. And while they're working on it, PK beans. No one's going to play this TG. Or PKs.
And also improve her group fight ability a little bit.
So yeah, you remember when you gave her that bash for group fight and an opener, and then you removed it from her for no fucking reason?
Which is fully unreactable, including to, Bean and Blitz and these guys that are like, hey, look, I see the world at like 240 FPS.
No, it's one hero.
So with this, it's fully unreactable to everybody, so that's great. So in 1v1s, she's good. When you're playing Dominion in situations of 1v1s, she's very good. However,
This
she
is true.
suffers a little bit more in group fight situations.
Mm-hmm.
Her peel is amazing, right? With front dodge heavy.
Yeah,
Buffed her a little bit
makes sense.
so that she has a much better flow. So that's
Mhm.
great. But then we're looking at at her feet specifically to kind of enhance those aspects to make her
They added it in their testing grounds,
situations
and then they removed it.
so that she has more of a role. So let us go over what the changes are.
See him.
So our first feat, tier 1, crossbow wound, right? So
Replaces
crossbow
bounty
wound. So
hunter.
again, basically, it's her tier 3.
You're
removed
15 damage tier 1
right?
projectile.
So cooldown is still very low at 30 seconds.
Seconds.
It deals 5 damage plus 10 bleed, and replaces bounty hunter. So really, the idea
Ooh.
is that you're using this
Ooh.
shooting people from afar. All of a sudden, all your heavies against that person.
Ooh,
Walk,
not
they're
good.
bleeding, right? So
Not good.
it being a tier 3 was interesting because it gave her like that bit extra ability to kind of like
Not
get it going.
good.
But it
Wexler's
came
gonna
a
be
little
happy
bit
at
late.
least.
And so we wanted to make sure that she got that ability really.
30-second
really
cooldown.
late.
Yeah, because
It also
kunai
helps
wasn't
bit
a
in
problem,
ones,
and that's
but
a
it's
tier
bit more
2.
reactable. You can dodge it. So this is a projectile. It
Okay, can
doesn't
you
deal
show
a
it
ton
so
of
we can know
damage,
like
but
what we're
you can
dealing with?
cleanse and healed and whatever, so you're okay. But the idea really is here to
It synergizes with
enhance
every
your
character with
ability
bleed.
to apply pressure in group fights, and contribute.
Replaces, yeah, replaces
see
Bounty
how
Hunter, but
we
this
do
I think
some
is
other issues
10
that
times better than Bounty
we
Hunter. It's a ranged feat that does 15 damage, 10
Now
bleed, won't
quickly
feed
about that
revenge because
too,
it's
just
bleed
'cause in case
damage.
there's some people who maybe don't play Peacekeeper
Yeah, she does,
much,
tier
why
3.
is it so important that
Tier 3, she has a crossbow.
Peacekeeper's targets are bleeding?
Yes, that's a very good point.
Yeah.
So, Peacekeeper has a passive ability.
They know you'll hate it.
when her opponent is bleeding, all of her lights become.
This is 10
enhanced.
times better than Bounty Hunter.
But
No one
also,
could say
all of
otherwise.
her heavy finishers and the second hit of her
30-second
become
cooldown on a
unblockable.
tier 1 feat.
And it gives
You
her
capture a
an
zone,
immense
you
amount
go
of
to
pressure
mid,
when
you
you
zone
throw at her.
twice, you killed
Relatively safe
20
for
minions,
most
you got
people.
tier 1. There you go,
Then
30
you
seconds,
do
15 bleed
a
damage
heavy
every 30
finisher
seconds.
That can be soft feinted to
So what's
dash
happens with their tier 3?
That can be
Probably
soft
just give her a
feinted
new
to
one as well.
That can be soft feinted to guard break.
Right.
And that if it lands, because it's unblockable.
Yeah, the problem is that
if it does,
if you
land,
get shot in the
you
back,
get
you get
another
shot in the
bleed damage.
back.
So a lot of her options lead back to bleeding. So once you've got somebody bleeding, you can.
Ooh,
There's a
man.
lot of pressure she can apply.
Kunai
to
with
keep
bleeding.
things going and going and going. But
It's not even that.
that
Kunai's a tier
really
2. Remember
the
that. This is a
important
tier
here is
1.
Having this allows her to apply more pressure externally. When her attacks,
They made a more annoying kunai.
With this, it works quite well.
Nice. Awesome.
So now, feat 2. Brand new feat, bleed armor. So it's a passive. Whenever you hit a bleeding opponent,
They love these like
20%
defense buffs
per
and
second.
debuffs on tier
It
2s.
cannot be reapplied while it's active. So the important part here.
Okay,
if
that's
I hit
fine.
somebody that's bleeding, I get
His
the
buffed
buff
older
for 5
cousin.
Seconds. If I hit them again while the feat is active, it doesn't refresh. So you have to hit somebody again after those 5 seconds.
Well, it's
are
a
up. So we're able to
passive,
give,
so
like, a
she
slightly
this
better,
I
numbers here. That's good. There's no cooldown and replaces Fiat Lux.
They do realize that PK is an assassin, and instead of maybe having her do
Lead opponents in group fights now because
more defense, they could have just said more physical damage instead. She's an assassin, not a
it
tank.
gives her a bit more survivability in group fights, which is an area where, like, because she's not a hero that has like massive dodge cancel, that sort of stuff. We like her. We like the way she functions right now, without needing all those dodge cancels, without needing those big unblockable.
Well, it's no
backs.
cooldown, but it doesn't
But she
refresh.
does need a bit more
So
safety
once you
in group
place
fights.
it, then she's gonna have to get it after the 5 seconds is
really
up again.
helps in that situation where 20% defense buff.
I don't
also
think it
those
should be
5
defense
seconds,
buff. I think it should be
50%
physical
defense
damage
is
buff.
Interesting enough, it works well enough that it gives her a big buff in group fights.
Nice.
Next up is,
But I don't think they can code it because
yeah.
that's just.
different one.
I don't like how they
Kind of
go.
spicy, and I think some people are gonna be a bit worried when they see it, but I cannot wait to show it.
Just bear with us.
Is Deflect Expert. It is a passive, and I will read the description.
Alright,
which
yeah,
is
let's just take
you
away
cannot
the no.
deflect
Let's
attacks
take
without
away the
matching
skill
your
and
attack
deflecting. Yeah,
direction.
okay, yeah, okay.
Replaces crossbow that we.
Wow, that is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Is that
That is the
Whenever-
dumbest thing I've seen in my life.
with Peacekeeper? If you manage.
Oh my
to
god,
deflect
I
it, no
guessed
matter
wrong
the
on the
direction
bash
of the attack,
undodgeable
you will
50-50.
deflect it.
Guess what?
So
Third feat.
normally
Fuck
when
you.
just to make sure people
Fucking
understand, I'm
idiot.
sure everybody knows
Oh
what
my
Peacekeeper is.
god, bro.
Sure.
We're
Essentially,
stupid.
deflects are
We are
every single assassin in the game
stupid.
Has an ability called deflect, which is that when you dodge, they can.
It's
blow
not
up.
that,
They
Quorum.
cannot
It's the
fly
fact that if
under
she
a
guesses wrong on a
That's
bash
it.
undodgeable
Hits you with-
50-50,
hit you at a certain
she's
timing,
just safe.
and then you get a really
She's
good
just
blow.
safe.
So for Peacekeeper,
Like,
guarantees your
they'd have to
ability,
feint
it's
it
changed,
and
so
then
it's
go to
really
guard
good.
break.
And
which
so,
is just
but you have to
annoying.
match the attack direction properly. So because it is, it can be like a bit hard.
That's the only problem I see with this occurring.
Makes it a bit
Also,
like
just
difficult.
accidental
Front
deflects
dodge,
existing
you
now.
don't
Like,
have invulnerability.
like someone who's just
Because
dodge
there's
spamming and you throw an attack to like
attack
catch
from
them and they
the
dodge the
front,
wrong way, they're still gonna
If you dodge
deflect
inside,
it.
There's like a 2-frame window to deflect it. So it's
Right.
not like
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you're
yeah,
in
yeah.
the game. So
Hey,
with
yeah,
this,
no, how do you deflect going in the wrong direction?
you
What is that gonna
see
look
no
like?
matter what direction you dodge into.
Nice.
If you dodge front, there's a side attack coming, you'll deflect it.
When the
and
undodgeable
you'll
will hit
attack
after the
them.
deflect frames? That's the question,
so
right?
it's-
That is the question.
I know that this seems extremely strong, and there's probably people right now in chat, because I don't see it right now, unfortunately, that are going, "Oh, this might be way too strong," because then.
So then why make it? So then why make
We've
it?
looked into it, but part of why this is
See, like,
affecting our
okay,
flow is one
this
of
is the best example. If she's gonna go up against a Sohei, she can just dodge all of his light finishers in the wrong direction and still deflect them.
Usually the most
So the shittiest character in the game is now countered entirely by a feat.
the dodge attack, you can like do a heavy feint. So we kind of want to have players have.
What are we
the
fucking
way
doing,
they
bro?
approach a fight against a peacekeeper when she has that tier 3 unlocked.
Unfucking real.
The other thing that this does is what we can have Max put up right now. Is this super?
Let's see, okay, they're gonna
interesting
show
where
it.
If the feed is not on, right, you can't really do that. But when the feed is on,
She can deflect
this is a
externals.
situation that can happen that can trigger, right? So our users on
She
the
can
new,
deflect
Francis, that everybody
externals.
kinda, a lot of people know. Here,
Oh my
Patrick
god.
Really was pushing towards for this. It's a change that he was pushing for. Where the idea here,
Oh,
is
we're
Peacekeeper externally now is a massive threat because when that feed is unlocked,
Bro.
she can externally
Nah,
deflect
we're.
trajectories. And so, as you can see here, the JJ
This is gonna be
locked
too.
onto a
Oh,
different,
bro.
to one of Peacekeeper's allies.
Imagine if a Rochi could deflect externals. You know how stupid that would be?
Because you would have to dodge in a
Do you know how dumb that would be?
But now you can just front dodge. She'll deflect properly.
It does look
and
fun.
finish
It just
So it's
doesn't look
really an
fair.
Anti-group fight tool can be really, really disruptive. Can be very strong. It's something that's really interesting that we're really pushing towards Peacekeeper again to help.
I think what I don't
group
like
fights. Remember,
what about this is the fact that they started off.
afterwards, right? It does. The important thing to know is that it doesn't interrupt the attack that the GG does.
Well,
Depending on
that's the thing, right? Like,
when you manage, there's situations.
this is my problem. Is that they went into this and you heard them on the couch when they started. Ooh, players aren't gonna like this one. So if you're making something, and then you're like, players might not like this one. Why make it?
But generally, you'll still be able.
It's like, oh, if I spit in this guy's food, he might not like it. Then don't fucking spit in the food. Like,
That looks like a lot of fun. Not
It's a
gonna
lot
lie.
of fun, right? And then
thank God this is not going in the live game.
induced fear. So it's a passive. Passive here. Which is
Passive.
really important, right?
What?
And basically, it gives Peacekeeper a 20% debuff to all enemies within a 6-meter radius, and replaces fear itself. So it's basically fear itself
What?
with a much lower
What?
debuff. Yeah.
Are
But
you
it's
fucking
permanent.
stupid?
As soon as you lock it, you get that AoE
Fear
around
it's
you.
so
It's
passive.
there for the rest
Oh
of the
my.
game.
Okay, yeah, it's 20%. It's
Part of
fear
what
itself is
when-
40% damage negation,
that
but this
Peacekeeper has
is
a problem
so
with that,
dumb.
right? And we're well aware of it. Like, it's discussions we've had with pro players.
We're well aware this isn't a good idea. We're gonna do it anyway.
For
Fucking.
like she has really good feel. She has ways to contribute into group fights. but the
Passive.
problem is
I
the
thought this was gonna be
damage
like a 20% debuff and then
is low
20%
because
buff.
every time she lands. a
Wow,
heavy,
bro,
she
are
gets
we
a guaranteed
stupid or
dagger.
stupid?
That dagger applies bleed, and so we have to have. She has
Wow.
To have slightly lower damage on her heavies, and because of this, she can't really contribute as well into group fights.
I'm
So
making a
this
video
is
on
way
this
to
for sure.
Bypass this. Yes, it's a tier
They
1,
might be trying to kill it themselves.
extremely strong.
It is a
and
TG, they can do what they want.
it's
Yes,
defense
for sure.
to all
But-
enemies. So let's
But
say we're
if you're
Warden,
going into a change, as I said, if you're going into a change knowing that it will be a controversial change that will turn heads into a no, this is a bad idea,
this is
don't
how
do
Peacekeeper
it.
Now becomes a massive threat in group fights because
like let's play devil's advocate. I'm gonna play devil's advocate and I'm gonna play like truth teller. It's a tier 4, right? She's not gonna get it all the time. She needs to earn it. Counter argument. She captures 1 point and then farms mid the entire game and then joins team fights with tier 4.
But defense, like attack buffs, defense debuffs, do not affect revenge game. So
Exactly.
If I hit
So
somebody
if you
with a 24 damage attack, it feeds 24 revenge, more or less. But if I have a 20% defense debuff on that person, I feed 24 revenge, but I deal like 24 plus 20%, so it's like 29, 30-ish.
Yeah.
Right? So this is where like this is super strong because it'll enable Peacekeeper to participate in games.
So they know the
when
problem this is
Hands
going to
on
cause.
to
They
make
are
things a lot better, and
vocalizing the issue.
she just needs to be around. She'll contribute, but she just needs to be around to really help push that further.
Wow.
It's really, really,
Yeah, I mean,
really super strong.
it was never healthy to just ignore a PK, but the point is that PK is really good in duels, but struggles in fours. And the thing is, you need characters to have struggles so they don't all turn to Ocelot Prime and be good at everything. So PK being ignored never felt good, but when you were in a 1v1, they couldn't ignore you and they will most likely lose. That's the point of PK, to find the 1v1s on points, to win them by herself, without a team to need help with her. Now, she's just around you, and she's now one of the best characters in the game. Not one of the best characters in the game, but you know what I mean.
Because again, it's something that I've been seeing a lot online.
Just if you're a good player that can react to parry flash indicator, PK is bad, or Hito's bad. That's about it. That's the only way bad.
Yeah, I read it.
Oh no.
So not to say I'm not gonna go and comment on Reddit or whatever. But
Stop talking about Reddit, man.
But I know players want us to have a lot more testing grounds. A lot more stuff in testing grounds.
Stop talking about fucking Reddit. You're talking about the same platform where someone made a tier list and then everyone made fun of him for it on Reddit.
Just for feats, right? Yeah. Feats is
Reddit is not a good place.
Right.
Whenever we're creating new heroes,
Hito ganks can be extremely nasty. That's not even a lie. Hito ganks are pretty strong, especially with herself.
There's a lot of stuff involved. There's a lot more VFX involved in them as well. There's a lot of teams involved in making sure feats are there and they work. There's a lot more code needed as well. So
now she's good in ones, and with feats active, good in fours. Uh-oh.
Right? The thing is, the data's in the game, but it's not as simple as just, hey, I click and it goes live.
Right.
Obviously not.
Reintegrate it. We have to like make sure the data is there correctly. We have
but you've had the data for months. That's the problem.
There's a lot of stuff that's involved into putting the data that was in a testing ground and making it go live. It always takes.
We
time.
had stamina drain back then, and it did not go well.
Make sure we don't like induce like a ton of bugs or whatever.
How is it like breach matchmaking?
Figuring out once a testing ground.
More rage quitting.
We get results from surveys that I hope everybody.
Spam and fall upon your estate.
We get that. We have to parse all the feedback. All this.
No, she doesn't know how to rework.
What do we do? How did players?
How does it
affect
ranked data?
Like, where did that go? So, yes. I'd love to be able to go, hey, we're doing a testing grounds, and then like a week later it's on, right? Or the next TU it's on. But the reality is that if we want this to have the highest amount of quality that we can have possible, we have to take our time. And yes, I wish it was faster, and I know
no,
players
but
wish it was faster. And I wish
have I missed anything? Xan Hero skin very mid. PK testing ground extremely busted.
That goes into just building a testing grounds is big.
Okay, so this is my problem with what he's saying right now, and I'm gonna start complaining a bit more. With the Warden testing grounds, they jerked the point off where we got so much valuable data. Everything we got was answered. 3 months. We gotta wait. So then what? Okay, so what valuable data did you get from players? On what feats? What feats were fine? What feats weren't fine that the community were addressing? And if you got all this data that you know what needs to be fixed, why is it still taking 3 months? Maybe the patch notes will be nice. Yeah, surely Pirate VG nerfs, right? Pirate VG nerfs, Sohei buffs, Conqueror roll catch, Lawbringer roll catch.
And yeah, we hope you all enjoy that. So don't forget.
Yeah, no, there's no new knight armor this patch. It's Viking Samurai Wulin.
And yeah, really just let us know how it is.
This is no one's first of all, no one's playing this.
I'm sorry, it's tomorrow, folks.
Tomorrow.
I don't know
usually because here's the thing. Usually,
I'm not playing this either. I don't give two flying fucks.
perception.
Right.
I'm just gonna make a video on how this is some of the
Beautiful.
dumbest
Okay,
shit
so
I've
thank
ever
you all
watched
for
in my
that.
life.
But stick around, folks, because we also have some patch notes to discuss. Yes, so we're gonna, and you're gonna want to hear these for sure. But in between,
They said everything's going
video
live,
that's gonna
Fudge.
show all the full armor variations for the season. So
They said
enjoy
everything's
that,
going
and
live.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Oh wait, armor variations. Never mind. Oh yeah, this is for this. Yeah, samurai and everything else. Pretty ass. Not gonna lie. Homeless person. Yeah, they're getting all the feats as is. Did they like? Is that like rep 1 armor? Hello, Shinobi. As much as I don't like them, like that's kind of fucked. Which kind of sucks. Yeah, no, you do, because Warden. I need new Warden armor just for myself. I need new Warden armor. You cannot make a Shinobi look any better than a rep 3. No, this is like whatever. This is like rep 5 to 6 armor overall. I'm not gonna lie. That PK shit is stupid. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking, bro. They said upon every feat they showed, the community might not like this one, but we're gonna do it anyway. Shaolin's armor looks really nice. I'm not gonna lie, that looks really nice. I actually really like the woodland style they went with here. Black and red is always really nice. Although that's just JJ's like default armor variation. Why Shaolin like a butler? The woodlands are nice. Let's see. I never liked this chest piece. Not gonna lie. Okay, Medjay didn't even load it properly. That's nice though. I think it's okay. Afira is alright. I can definitely do like an all white with that one. And Ocelots is fine. Trust me. You're gonna think that it's not that bad, and then every 30 seconds you're gonna get shot by a 15 damage bleed arrow in the back, and then you're gonna realize that bleed doesn't affect revenge at all, so you're getting 5 revenge tick for a tier 1 feat every 30 seconds that bleeds with synergies with Shaman and PK herself, which is also more bleed damage, which also doesn't feed revenge. And then you're also gotta think about her tier 4 that gives you a 20% damage debuff, where the damage you are taking also is not affected by revenge, so you're gonna get hit by 40 damage heavies and get 26 revenge for it. It looks exactly the same as others. Yeah, no, I don't think him saying that his job is that hard is a good idea.
Welcome back once again, Warriors. Thank you for sticking around. We hope you.
All right,
enjoyed
boys.
those armor
More
variations.
disappointment?
They're looking sick, so it's very cool. JC, thanks for sticking
The
around.
sex
as well.
offender
I'm still here.
shuffle.
You're still here.
You're
I
stuck
know.
with me,
I know. Hey, that's good for everybody, though.
I think chat likes it, but I don't know about you.
I enjoy our talks. It's always very like enlightening. Again, I've been working.
I don't think chat's enjoying it right now, JC. I'm not gonna lie with you,
I
man.
still learn. I
Like,
feel like I'm learning all the time. So
I'm just shoving the horse shit down our throats that is the PK
So,
shit.
Good stuff.
Chat does
but
not
we
like
have
it.
Some patch notes to get into today. These are little ones.
No,
They're just a couple things.
But before we get started,
yes.
I was just informed because I unfortunately I can't read. I'm gonna have my phone out to read chat while we're here. Just to make sure it's clear,
Oh yeah.
Peacekeepers tier 4 does not stack.
Yes. Yeah.
So, and as like kind of buff Steve.
I'd hope not. Nothing ever stacks.
Effect over everybody.
Right.
So, if you have 4 Peacekeepers, it's not gonna do 80%.
There's no 80%.
Yeah, no, that'd be that. I don't know why that was
The other
ever a
thing that I forgot to
speculation.
mention,
I thought it was common knowledge that only the
To get
highest
ammunition,
buff
you need
stacks,
some more Peacekeepers
or
to
not
have.
stacks, the
That's
highest buff takes
important to
priority.
get tier 4
So
and
if
everything
PK
else.
has her 4th feat,
There's a lot of like
and like an
there's a lot of
Orochi pop
following
spear itself,
behind, like,
Yeah.
what do we
the
got?
damage debuff will go up to 40% and nothing higher.
Right. I think about
It's
the
a
team
pointless
comp.
clarification
I know
for
people
like
like
rep
it, so
like
yeah,
50 players that didn't
found
understand the game and will start complaining before understanding anything.
Nice.
All right, so now patch notes, right?
Surely she's not
Golden
broken now.
words,
All right,
patch
let's see.
notes. A couple of things to talk about today.
Oh, couple of
first up,
things.
Warden.
What?
So Warden's
What?
feet
Okay,
work
okay.
is
This
in,
is
as I
okay.
mentioned
I was gonna say,
earlier.
why are they buffing
I'll
Warden
go
again?
through it super
It's his
quickly.
tiers.
Not
Okay.
much has changed from the testing ground.
Wasn't it 20% enfeeble? Now it's 10%.
Really, only tier 2 changed. The rest is pretty much the same. So tier 1, we're replacing body count by death toll,
Okay.
which gives
Yeah,
3 health and 3 stamina
whatever.
every time you kill a soldier. One of the things that I've been seeing online was people like, oh, why isn't
Okay,
it
damage and
every single
debuffs.
person
Damage
that
and debuff, yeah, they combine,
body
but
count was like,
debuff
like
and
this
debuff
before.
don't combine.
It was way too strong with
And same
very
with buff and
specific
buff.
heroes. So Warden
Yeah.
does have pretty good lane clearing ability with a good zone attack with big.
It was
defense
20,
with
okay.
heavies, but it's not an infinite chain. You have to stop a little bit in between.
No,
hits.
he does not
It's
have
like some heroes that
anything
your
with
combo
revive
doesn't
on
always
it,
predict.
so it's just total recovery on its own.
Like,
But it's literally
out there
just
and you
Rising
kill
Dawn,
lane,
but better.
You get full stam, full health.
So
constantly,
technically, if you were running
very
that,
little
you
downtime.
get tier
Heavies
like
are a bit
4 perks
slower,
instead of
so
3
We're confident, in
which
going
I will
into
be running
Warden specifically.
all the fucking time.
Also because Warden is one of the most played heroes, most likely because it's the hero that everybody kind of gets by default. So a lot of people start with Warden, play with Warden, and with this, it also kind of teaches you to it's actually a pretty good deal to go into the lane and do stuff.
Yeah,
it's one of the things that we've kind of noticed where players that are starting to play.
I don't think I'm gonna
sometimes
run
it's
in.
not super clear what should I be doing.
Can I run in
Should I be
feeble?
going
PLX
to
is
the
funny
point?
though.
Should I go into the minion lane? So we want
Are
to
you cringe?
guide
I don't
them
know,
a
'cause
little
I'm a
bit.
dude.
Hey, look, there's a benefit to you going into the
Warden is
Right.
okay all
But
around.
that's
He's a
part of
great
it.
duelist, but
Tier
team
two,
fights he
tier two
can
is,
struggle.
Fietlux be replaced by Enfeeble.
Like
So that's the one that
and
got
feet
nerfed.
and
So
feet wise
when you hit
before
a point with
feet
a
wise he
super
was
dash,
bad.
reduce the
Now
attack
feet
damage
wise
by
he's
10%,
stable.
was
He's
way
pretty
higher
good.
in
Trebuchet is
Yeah.
really
Okay.
good.
I'd rather
Total
it
recovery
be
is really
higher
good.
in the testing grounds, and then we
Enfeeble
adjust
is like
downwards,
kind of
and
like
it's
fine.
too low, and then we
No,
have to
Catapult
adjust
sucked.
up. Because when
Catapult
it's
was
too high,
terrible.
it's easy to go.
No, Enfeeble
okay,
will
so
not
you
stack.
look at it and you go, the sweet spot is going to be there.
Yeah.
But when it's too low and you go higher,
He's already
when you
mid tier in
buff something,
fours.
it's
with
always a
these
little bit
feet
more difficult
changes.
to
I mean, I
figure out
think
what the sweet
Warmonger
spot
still
is
beats
gonna
him
be,
out in
because
fours.
it's a lot easier to overshoot. And if you overshoot a buff, it's usually way
So the
worse
thing
than
is
if
with
you
buffs and
undershoot
debuffs
under
is I'm just gonna because we already hear about
kinda
all of
fits
this.
a little bit better
I'm
there,
gonna
but
lower it a little
10%
bit.
pretty
The
confident.
way buffs and debuffs work is that it will take the highest number and then use that. So let's say for example you're fighting a heavy and he's got Bastion and Last Stand. Obviously when he's on the point, Bastion will give him the 10% damage defense buff, but once he gets to the point where he's in critical health, it gets replaced. It doesn't go from like 10% to 50% because Last Stand is a 40% boost. It goes from 10 to 40%. It uses the biggest number, and it's like that with everything. So if you have like a damage buff of 10% and someone pops a morale booster, and it goes to 40%, you don't get 50%. You don't get both best of both worlds. You get one of them, and it gets the biggest one.
Very
It's a
cool.
much better catapult. But again,
Trebuchet is a much
we
better
don't
catapult.
want to have that on every single hero that has catapult, because
I don't know why. I'm not gonna lie,
there's
because catapult is
cases
terrible.
where it's like we want to have players that they have like different choices, right?
Yeah.
So
I think you
there's
can
guys that have
apply
catapult
Enfeeble
that
to
have
multiple
other
people.
fees that might
It's just more or less
feel better. But then if you have like
40% damage with 4
it's
Warrens.
good
And
to
no,
say,
thank you.
But if all 3 choices are too good, then there's a lot of like decision paralysis that comes in. And you know what I,
Yeah.
you know
Is he
what
saying
goals
that
kinda fit.
multiple
It's good to have
choices is
people that
not
make
a good
decisions
idea if they're all
it's
good?
interesting.
That's
But we
what
wanna
you
have a bit more
strive for.
consistency
Is
with
all
what
options to be
happens.
good, so there's not a definitive.
That's it for Warden.
answer.
But next up we have Sohei.
Okay, hold on.
Whoa.
Oh, there we go.
There's some buffs going to Sohei.
Opener
now.
hyper
We're
armor.
gonna keep an eye on Sohei as well in the future. There might be
What's
more buffs coming
Mad-
if they're necessary.
Is Mad Monk his insta kill?
Opener heavies rather gain uninterruptible stance at 400 MS, so that's armor.
So no gains soul whenever.
Very very requested change.
So no gains a
it
soul
should
whenever a
help
soul
Sohei
attack
every
trades on the
single
same
game,
frame.
right?
So
Very
it
slow
can no
on
longer gain
purpose. We
souls
want
on
to have
successful
the hero
bulwark
have
counter.
a
That's
heavy
funny.
feel. That's
Mad
why
Monk
all
is
of his
zone.
attacks are super
Oh,
weak.
so it's
Because we wanna
okay.
have, like,
Okay.
you get the feeling
Is
that
that his
this is
neutral
the biggest
zone?
character in the game. It's gonna be
Right.
Hitokiri.
Yeah.
So we want to have that.
Okay, so this is good. This is what he should have.
But because of this, those
Is it gonna
heavies
fix
were
him?
not as
No.
effective as they should have been.
Sure.
Same for Mad Monk, which is his neutral zone.
400 is
That's the
fine.
thing,
Seeing as
it's
a lot
really
of hyper armor startups are
That
300,
zone
400
attack
is fine.
super strong, right?
Right.
It's
Right.
against armor really quickly. It has 100 MS of GB vulnerability.
Yeah, Mad Monk already has like
Super
100
well.
MS.
So there's a
No,
lot of
he's still
situations
not
where
good.
That is very strong.
He's still not good.
So that's great. We
He
want to
needs
have
a light
that
to heavy
because
chain.
one of the
But
cornerstones of to be able to go.
This
with it.
isn't
Again,
terrible.
Zone attack goes into either
Like,
left
this
or
is
right
something
attack.
he
Because
needed,
of this,
but
you
it's not
wanna do
everything
that.
he needed. It's kind of like a grocery list, and they checked off like the first 2 boxes
a lot
out
of
of the
really
6
good,
that he
yeah.
that like.
Atlantic guard break. Hey, let's go. We get 3
Three
souls, so
souls.
that's great. The other thing that we're also doing is that you also gain a soul whenever a soul attack.
We
trades
just
on
need to
the
nerf
same
every
frame as
other
the
hero in the
So,
game. Yeah, 6 damage
If I
lights.
throw an attack at you and you throw an attack at me and we hit on the exact same frame, Sohei would not get a soul for that hit. Now he does. It's a bit of a bug fix, but it really helps. It doesn't help with those situations.
Oh, that's
He can also no longer gain souls on a successful bulwark counter by a black pyre. So that's another big thing here. That was kind of a bug that we're fixing.
that
And there's
his
something else
third
that's
tier
not
feat
listed
does
here,
that.
that's in
ravioli.
the written patch notes we're gonna send on the
Each
website,
soul
but I need
gained
to
will
add because
increase a damage buff
it is
to
a big
him.
thing.
It's
We've
just, you
also
know, everyone
increased
goes for the
the
instant kill
rotation
instantly
speed
instead of like trying to use it
and
for a damage
the
buff.
travel distance of all of the soul attacks. So you can not target. You can target swap them
Chico
and hit
physics.
people a lot more reliably with them.
I
Like there was
don't know, maybe
there
I'll
was
play a
bit
bit of
the
Sohei,
last
see how he
segment
is.
that we were able to fit in. I unfortunately didn't get to this, but
Yeah, hyper armor
that's
and
the
open
big
heavy and
thing
2 bug
here.
fixes.
Now, like
That's
I said,
literally it.
I know players.
I don't know. I'm
like
working on a Lawbringer video as well, so
we're gonna see where this kind of lands. See how we
I
can
got 2
address the
videos
rest of
planned
it.
for this
We
week,
know-
hopefully.
And I mean, I know, right?
Tony's gonna take a lot
People
longer.
Are dissatisfied with a bit of the clunkiness, the difficulty in accessing chains.
Hey, maybe there's more. Maybe they just couldn't fit it.
We're keeping an eye on this. I'm not saying we're going to do anything about it like right now, but it's things that we're keeping in mind that we're looking at. Want to see how this pans out and see.
Well, it's
where
it's
we
more or
need
less like a
to
not a
take it.
positive video about Lawbringer. It's about his
Yeah,
rework.
internally, this
rework.
feels a lot better.
Yeah, this does
Yeah.
a lot better.
Yeah,
Like,
this
it's a lot easier.
This
to
is
do
it for
with.
Sohei, yeah.
No, Andrew.
Not for everyone though. This is
Calling
just
him
for
out
one
'cause I
character.
have to call out
Oh,
Andrew.
Andrew.
'Cause Andrew cannot come in here. But I left
Coping
him on
so
a
hard.
little bit, so that's it.
Yeah.
So that's it for Sohei. Good changes, honestly. I'm happy to see them.
Yeah,
and
very
it's
cool.
Pretty good.
Awesome.
Next up, we have Lawbringers.
Oh. Oh, what's this
Fine.
I see?
Hey, there's
Yes,
your roll
we now
catch.
have
There's your
Lawbringers.
roll catch.
Yes.
Super happy.
We did it.
that we're able to get
We
it in.
did it.
right?
So roll catch and then
Yes,
damage
so
buff.
Awesome.
Hey,
So
Slanderous. Shout out to Slanderous.
Yeah.
2 damage buff to
Addiction
one
and
attack. That's
final
one. That's on his bingo board.
So you do them by doing front dodge into lighter heavy, stand space, or left, right, top.
Can they show the animation?
What I want to make
No.
sure is clear here right, is
They probably will.
a lot of
Speak!
comments that I've been seeing online from players were like, oh yeah, so why don't they just put impale, right? You do
Yeah.
front dodge into heavy, you
Mhm.
impale people. Or that's like, it often revolved around this. And so the problem with doing that is that Lawbringer has an ability that's
27 side heavy? That's
very,
normal.
very
Pirate gets
similar
27
to this,
heavies.
Which is canceling the recovery with
I don't
neutral
think,
attacks.
no.
Yeah, lights and heavies from neutral. The problem is that animation-wise, when we were doing that, we were looking at it because I remember looking at it like a while ago. Whenever a Lawbringer attacks from neutral, you can have a look in game today if you
No,
want.
you never know, Chris.
Even,
Could
with
be
his light
next.
But whenever
It
like
won't.
Lawbringer attacks, like for most of his neutral attacks, he plants
Isn't it
a
standard
foot
24? 24
before the
plus,
swing starts.
no, it's
Right.
23.
So applying like the
No, it's
extra
24
range
plus the
when
5
you would do like a
from
front
Pistol
dodge light
Blast.
or front dodge heavy because they went to neutrals.
That's
the
your heavy
openers, like,
finisher.
it would
though.
like plant his foot and then start to slide.
Yeah.
And it looked so bad. And
Don't
so
worry,
we
we're all
wanted
gonna
to
crash
have a
out.
good
Pirate doesn't
pass
get a
of
single nerf.
realization on it, and
No,
have
no,
an
we haven't seen anything
animation
yet.
team to
Can
adjust the
JC
lower
get to the
body
point?
animation
I feel like you could say that for every
It
patch
didn't
note.
look
Can
like, oh, look,
JC get to the
he's
point?
sliding like creatures like butter, like
20 plus
lowers
5
the
is your
point,
opener heavies, yes.
he's
20
rolling
plus
around
5 is
the
your opener.
battlefield. So
Then it's
we
24
really
plus
tried
5
to
for
adjust this so that It
finishers.
looks a lot more natural. It took a bit longer than expected because we wanted it to look just right.
Yeah.
And also keep the ability to do front dodge.
Okay, can you show
side
it
light,
instead of
front dodge,
talking so
side light,
much?
and not lose any of what Lawbringer currently has.
It's
So this is
so
the best
important to
solution that
keep
we
this.
have.
Nice.
And then it doesn't change the balancing of the hero one bit.
They need to, if they want to nerf VG, get rid of her mid-chain crushing counters
On
and her
Lawbringer,
dodge
like,
crushing
proper
counters,
hands
except for the
are
top one.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's something that is absolutely necessary on the hero. The last one that doesn't have one at all is
That's
Conk.
fine. I think
So
27 is
looking at
fine.
Conk,
He's
yeah.
a Lawbringer needs
now, but
damage.
just like,
Look at the weapon he
but at least
hits you
Lawbringer
with. You
now
know what I
has
mean?
This and gets to keep the uniqueness of his moveset. It's also like a major part of Lawbringer's mix-ups. Of being able to
Oh,
do
did they
front
mention
dodge
Conk? I
attempts,
didn't. I wasn't
front
listening.
dodge
I
attempts,
toned.
like
You know,
catch
like
dodge attempts, so catch
you know when
obviously
like you have
something
white
was really
noise.
important to us to keep that kind of feeling there. to have that.
Let's see if
On
I
top
can
of that,
edge
there's two
longer
other
than
small,
JC.
buffs.
Well, don't worry.
So top
He's
of
got to
the
talk about a
25
2 damage increase in 2 of his attacks.
and side
So
24,
you got
up
like
to
20
22.
minutes
So
to edge.
that ups Lawbringer's damage curve a little bit, but they're also there to compensate for the fact that a lot of the times when you
I
do
think she needs a
light parry, you do
redesign
an
instead of a
impale, you
buff
hit a
core.
wall,
You know what I mean?
go
Like
top
a
heavy
give and take,
into
where
your
give her
damage,
like
like
some
the-
sort of
the
opener
right
bash,
afterwards.
remove like
for
or
you to get
reduce
full
hyper
damage,
armor
you
on like
actually
chain
needed to
heavies.
do, like a long arm and get all that stuff going, and it didn't feel super good. You wasted a lot of stamina.
So see, that's true. You got like 10 more minutes. He's still talking about 2
at a more
damage.
normal level to get people. Yeah, I still want to impale and wall splash and that sort of stuff.
Well,
but
Corin
you
plays in a
actually
higher
reduce damage
tier
curve a
of
little bit,
like For Honor,
so
so
that it
people
felt
will
better.
just parry his
It
variable
means
time
that
heavies.
Lawbringer's damage curve from neutral is a bit higher, not necessarily from top because you don't really.
Okay, the
get
thing is,
attack
it's a
outside
neutral
the
heavy,
area.
right?
Yeah.
Top
On
heavy
the sides, It's a
opener.
little bit higher.
Top heavy
because you get the
opener.
guaranteed light afterwards.
If you're getting hit by a
It's something
top
we wanted
heavy
to see
opener,
How that pans out.
you're either getting
Kinda
light
like
parried,
just
which you
off the
deserve
street, a
to
little
get
bit higher.
27th,
So with these changes,
or you have
that's probably the end for
mental
Lawbringer for a
issues.
while, right?
Yeah.
We had this.
He's
plan
had a good year. He's
right,
had a
but we
good
had
year.
this plan, and so it's one of the things
You know
that
what I
like,
mean?
we could have tried to do all of this
Yeah.
in a testing grounds. That would have
Or
released
long
it.
arm, I guess. But again,
And
you
then
deserve to get hit
the
by
way
that if
we
you're
were
being
able to
long
do
armed.
testing grounds, we would have tested it, and then it would have come out in 3 months.
Yeah, side
So
heavy
instead,
opener,
we took a more iterative approach
24,
of
27 damage on
let's,
guard break
like
is
address issue one. Issue two,
it's Lawbringer. I don't really
over
care.
time, and then
Oh, Tristan
yeah,
busted.
It feels good if you're a Lawbringer main. I'm sure you're
Done gooning. Why is he still
So it kind
talking?
of like it helps you go into
It is,
those
but if
steps,
you
step by
delay
step,
it, Sync,
and
you
get
can
to
just
where
get his
you need to
regular
go
heavy.
so that you are in a much better position. But now, like it's kind of like the full.
If you just wait like 200 milliseconds from the input, you can get his regular top heavy, and I think that is the better punish. He's still talking.
I think it's going to be in a much better spot. I remember looking at the win rates across the board, and Lawbringer, both win rates and pick rates went way
No, my
up.
chat is always weird. That's
And
the
I'm
problem.
super excited to see this.
Yeah.
The win rates were like relatively low. Now they're a lot more in the normal range, so that's really good. And it's a good, reliable hero. And I know like when you love.
I think
Lawbringer,
these are the only 2 buffs
You
we're
just-
gonna get.
You love justice. is
That's
what you
no,
love.
okay.
Right.
That's a little too far.
There's no man beneath that armor. Simply just pure
JC, yeah,
unadulterated
for eternity,
justice is
and
there.
screaming justice. Too.
Honestly, him
Awesome.
extending
Yeah,
the
kind of
stream.
But-
Are you gonna show the
Alright,
move,
that's
by
it
the
for
way?
Lawbringer. So
You're not
next up,
showing.
We have
Oh, Hitokiri.
Hitokiri.
Oh.
So
Oh!
Nerf hammer on Hitokiri.
Wow. Okay.
So the issue with Hitokiri, we've been looking at it quite a bit, right? Is that Hitokiri's win rate has been too high.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Across the board, it's too
pretty
high.
good.
Right?
So no,
And
yeah.
then
First of all, we not see the
constantly, I know
animation.
Players are having a tough time doing it.
125 is a
There's
weird
a lot of
one.
different things that we could have done.
Mhm.
That's like
The issue that we had with removing specifically armor from Hito is that if you remember, before we added an interruptible stance of armor,
But this
and a
doesn't
lot of
really
people's
change
attacks,
anything with her entire
Hito was
kit. Okay, yeah, she
extremely
dies
lackluster.
faster.
Yeah.
Like
She
only
has less
really
stamina
worked
to
at like
the
super low levels. wasn't
infinite
super
you.
Good, felt kind of bad.
She
Like,
doesn't have stamina
you know,
drain,
like
which
the
is
hero
like
was
I don't know.
being
I was never
performed.
getting put out of stamina
We
by
added
Hito.
armor, and all of a sudden, really.
And I never really saw the forward movement of the attack
from the moment when we added
because
armor, and then
I'm side dodging.
Pro started playing with Hito a little bit more.
Yeah, she does.
More and figuring out
She does
how
have the
to
third
put
feet that
it
gives
in
her
the
stamina.
win rate started to go up and up and up and up and up, and we're like, okay, so we
It's
have to
less
address this.
pressure,
So
but
the way we're
I don't-
addressing it is that
I don't
we're
know. This
lowering
is like
her
half and
HP
half.
to
It's-
125 from 140, which was super high. It was at 140 because the hero was meant to be a trading hero, really.
Right.
That was
And,
the
and
idea.
she did that
We lowered her
a
stamina
little
as
too
well
good.
to 120. So again, she's throwing a lot of heavies. She was going to run out of stamina faster.
I thought I was gonna
That's
say like
what
Endless
we did
Myriad
there.
has less
Great
hyper
kick and
armor. Like
re-sweep used to drain stamina. They no longer do.
it's still
Again,
fine. I think
it's
these
no
nerfs
longer
are like
about
whatever.
Having a
They're not gonna
advantage
fix the
over
problem of you
opponents.
getting hit by
And
shitty
then,
animated variable
finally,
times
Endless
heavies.
Myriad, which is the chain the chain
Remember the
heavies.
hyper armor they added back for no
Yeah, but
damn
that's for
reason.
movement, so it's harder to clip people from the side when you're.
It was a deserved nerf,
So,
but
we addressed
it's
it in this
not
way
gonna address
because this way we get
variable
to
time
keep
heavies
the
having bad
identity
animations.
of Hitokiri of being a trader. But the big change is that because of this, she's a lot easier to kill. So yes, she's going to trade.
PK is
Most
extremely
likely is
broken
going
with
to
her new
trade
testing grounds parry. That's what you
unfavorably
missed.
A lot of the time, her damage is slightly lower on her heavies. There's a lot of like these things that like push her damage curve downwards, and then having less HP and less stamina
I just-
will make her
Jeez,
have to
yeah.
stop more often.
She
It was
has a
also
third beat that
great.
gives her stamina on
Less
successful
things.
attacks.
At 140,
Please
you
do any
realize that
research
before
on your video
you're
game.
gonna wear them down even if you power through with your armor on everything.
Yeah.
At 125, they're gonna kill you before you kill them.
Mhm.
So that's where the big difference
Yes,
is.
that
right
is
now.
true.
Again,
If
we're
they
gonna
choose to
shut
attack
down
through you
Hitokiri.
and they're also at full
One
health,
of our top performing heroes.
and they
I'm
hit you with
expecting her to
something.
Go down in pick rates and win rates with these changes. It might be a bit heavy-handed. In this case, we had to be heavy-handed because of the stats. That
This
we
isn't
got.
very. If you want, JC, if you wanted to be heavy-handed, you remove her hyper armor entirely.
Next up, Varangian Guard. So another hero that is getting nerfed a little bit.
Thank you.
Very,
Okay,
very
so
good.
you standardized her
So
her lights.
the superior block window on all
But-
of the light attacks. Basically, I said it's on the
Yeah,
phone, but
it's
with
whatever.
Attacks right
Yeah,
now.
this is fine.
Yeah.
On our opener lights, finisher lights, on Sellsword's Bounty and Sellsword's Valor.
That's
and
good.
Galder Hotekeeper.
Bug
All of
fix.
these lights basically have their superior block window standardized.
Yeah.
200 ms. It was an experiment that we had to put them at 300 to see how is it if that window is like a little bit.
It's better than
It
nothing.
makes those
But
superior blocks and those crushing counter type of things a lot easier to land.
Yep.
So
it's
pirate,
easier to
maybe?
land when you're in chain.
surely pirate
It's easier
next.
to land when you're doing dodge attack, that sort of
Yep.
stuff. So it was an experiment that we did, and at the end of the day, we're able to look at all of our data and stuff. And
Nope,
it's-
that's all we're getting for VG.
and a lot of players have been saying that Varangian is overtuned. Varangian is overtuned. Understandably, her win rate is not like that above the rest of the pack, but it can be frustrating to play against her, right? So we've had nerfs before. With her
I can
trajectory.
disprove that
Now we're
instantly with my
specifically-
VG win rate and stats.
We didn't want to
Instantly.
a lot of players have been asking for us. to
She's
remove
at like an
superior block.
80% win rate on my account, and I'm rep 8 with
looking at
her.
how
That's
the
over
game
100 games, and I've
Very
won
hard to land.
80% of them.
So, yes, it extends from the dodge, because the dodge also has superior blocks. There's like a couple of these.
Because she's too good.
the
She's
idea here is
a
really
character
making
that
sure
can
that
hit
those
buttons
are
and
standardized
counter
first,
you
and
without
then we'll
thought.
see
That's why VG is
how
a
that
good
affects the
character.
hero
Because you don't have to be
further
good at the
on.
game
And
to
then we'll
play
see
VG
how that
effectively. Oh, I'm in a team fight. Thunk,
We also
thunk,
cannot really
thunk,
change
thunk,
the
thunk.
configuration when you block.
every 2 seconds. Oh, you got revenge. Thunk,
Because
thunk,
the design of the
thunk,
hero
thunk.
is meant to be that if I block
Fucking
4 people,
dumb character.
I can choose who I'm going to do my follow-up on.
Right.
So because of that, that pin has to be a little bit longer. Because it's a defensive.
Yeah,
game,
exactly. It's just not hard.
You're not actively pinning somebody and attacking them to pin them.
Oh, I missed my unblockable. Thunk.
The other thing to know is that as soon as you throw an attack from after you've blocked somebody, it removes the pin on everybody
Yeah.
that was pinned. So it pushes them away right away, and then you get your.
I
follow-up
do.
attack.
I ignore everything now because I see
It's-
things and I don't like
The
reading them out
idea
loud.
here is that pin is that length, and it is the
No.
shortest we can make it for if you.
I don't
block
think I
somebody.
need to.
So we
Yeah.
did a lot of math on this to make sure
Right.
it worked.
Yeah.
And we're gonna keep an eye on a hero. If this is still massively problematic in the future, we'll address
Is
it.
JC
But right
justifying
now,
this
with
full
change at
guard?
least, it should tone down the hero again.
As I'm completely, I like how he's
Make sure that
justifying it while I'm
she's not
completely
the
bashing
crazy
it.
pick that she seems to be in a lot of lobbies and stuff.
Gotcha.
Then we have Nuxia.
Huh?
Ah, yes.
Best girl Nuxia,
Best
right?
Nusha. Love
So,
it.
this is a bit of a left field. I know some players are going to be super psyched to have this. Small buff to Nuxia, but still pretty interesting, right? So
Okay.
the zone
I
attack
like this.
is now a
I like
2-hit
this.
zone attack. The first is 500 ms. Max, you can
Hello,
play the
Jinx.
video and we'll go ahead.
Oh, but you showed this one?
So the
But
first hit
you
is
showed this
500
one.
MS, deals 11 damage. The second
Ooh.
hit is 800, deals 24. It can be fainted
Oh,
or suffocated. So
okay.
basically, the main issue with Nuxia.
So why didn't we show the Lawbringer roll catcher? But
It's
we
super
showed
slow,
this.
right? So it has the best
I like
trap,
this.
deals a lot of
This is a
damage in
good.
terms
This is a
of
good change.
But it was extremely slow. It's hard to get people off of you. It's hard to use.
Yeah.
It's like easier to interrupt.
It's a
and
good
stuff. So
change.
with that zone being 500 for the first hit, it's
It's
a
probably gonna be good,
lot
really good for
better.
Peel.
Yeah.
You get into a much better situation.
I know,
after you
dude.
hit
300
that
viewers
zone.
is fucking
Trap
unbelievable,
works,
by
you
the
can
way.
do whatever you want.
But it's my beloved
Nice,
GB in the
very
zone trap. You can
nice
still do
close
it.
change on Nuxia. Really
You're just gonna
happy.
get the first
Big
hit.
Props to William on our team
Yep.
who made this change, who championed it.
They did
Nick,
nerf Hito.
that we're
They
able to
they
do
literally like rewind like
something
5
very,
minutes. They
very
nerfed Hito.
ridiculous.
I'm
It's
not joking.
normal
They
that-
did.
It's not usual that we can do
They
something like
nerfed
this.
Hito. They nerfed
But we
VG.
had an animator that was free and had a bit of time and really loved Nuxia. So we were able to push that through.
Nice.
Really happy. Big change for Nuxia here.
Yeah.
Restrict to
makes-
playing his own
makes
game.
quite a bit of change in how she can approach fights. Super excited about it.
What? No.
And then last but not least, Berserk.
Wait.
So
Did they
this
fix
is-
dot? Did they fix it?
Maybe a nerf. I don't know if you're
Did they fix it?
But we
I thought they said they
finally
couldn't.
managed to fix the dodge unlock. Performed
Oh,
during dodge
oh, I know a certain someone's pissed.
I'm sure a lot of people in here in chat know.
Oh, I know a
Basically,
certain
the
someone
Berserker,
is
what you can do,
pissed.
it's hard to do on controller, honestly, but it's a bit easier to do on keyboard.
I know a certain
way
someone
you
is
do it,
so mad right now.
And then unlock,
Oh,
turn to the left or to the right or whatever. And then
goodbye, Zerk
relock
Tech.
and then dodge cancel.
You won't be missed.
Super great.
Rest in
And what
peace.
that ended up doing is that Berserker would.
Well, no, we're not done
instead
yet.
of,
Don't
like,
worry,
you
they might
do
nerf
a-
pirate.
do a side dodge specifically.
Hey,
So
hey,
Berserker would attack,
hey.
turn, and then
Good stuff,
side dodge
Ubisoft.
away from you. So that gave him like a lot.
Oh
of
no,
distance.
you have to play the
Not
game.
that it was like
Oh
extremely strong,
no.
but super annoying to fight against.
Yeah.
So we were able to fix it on Berserker, so that's great. The fix is also
Yep.
applied on Aphira, but it only partially fixes Aphira because there's another small issue with Aphira that will be fixed in the next title update. So that I'm happy to say. Aphira still has it. The timing is a bit more strict. There's like some other things we need to figure out for Aphira. But for Berserker,
Oh,
it's fully
thank
fixed. For
fuck,
Aphira,
bro.
It's partially fixed, and then we'll be able to have like, a
Tech,
full fix
bro,
for
it's
the
an
next update for
exploit.
Aphira.
It was
I'm super
unintended
happy. I
and it
know
was
a lot
being
of players were
abused.
getting rightfully very
Zerk Tech
annoyed
don't
with it.
exist now.
It's something that needed to be changed, needed to be fixed. It took us a while to figure
Oh
out
my
exactly what
God.
the problem was. It came about from
Good
when we
job.
did the change for
I thought they
sticky
weren't ever gonna
dodges,
fix that.
which
Good
is
shit.
cool for
Well
sticky
done.
dodges. So it was a side effect.
Well
of sticky
fucking done,
dodges,
boys.
But we managed to
Now
really
Flicker is
figure out,
next.
like, exactly what the issue was.
And we're good to
specifically
go.
on Flicker, so I'm super happy that we're able to fix it, and that is all good.
Massive
Holy
Ubisoft
cow.
W.
That-
Pirate
Except for
maybe?
patch notes.
Fuck.
It's a lot. Some good stuff.
It's a lot of stuff.
That's some good stuff.
Okay,
Well,
not all-
thanks so much, JC, for as
Oh,
always, the
dude,
explanation,
Zerk
like,
Tech
all the
players,
process that
Zerk
goes
Tech
into that,
players,
and,
Zerk
big
exploiters
shout
are
out to the
pissed.
team, all the GDs who are working on these things and realizing
That was
them. So,
decent patch notes.
folks. And if you are excited for any of these changes or all of them,
Greek
you
pat
don't have to
busts
wait
normally
long
have their
because
dicks
all
out,
this
so
is
no
going
thank you.
live tomorrow. So Warden feats reintegration, the Sohei buffs, the Nuxia buffs,
319
the
viewers.
Lawbringer,
My God, I'm
the
going to
thing
blow a
you've been
load of my
asking
pants.
for years. Tomorrow is the day, and some
I'm
let's
going
say
to
pretty
bust.
well-deserved Hito and Varangi nerfs.
Yeah,
too. So
Goodness gracious.
all of that tomorrow. So yeah,
It-
don't miss all of
other
that,
than
so
missing
amazing.
Pirate
So thank you to
again,
JC. Much
Thank you.
appreciated.
So
So
big thanks to our players.
pretty good.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
We're
I don't know
doing
why
this
we
for
didn't
you.
nerf Pirate, but look,
Wouldn't
we
be the
can't
Gotcha,
fully
gotcha,
complain.
fam. All right.
No,
so,
Zerk player base
folks,
is still gonna be
don't go anywhere,
fine.
though. Stick around because we're going to come right back to do our wrap up, talk about some upcoming content, and look at some fun community.
There's anyone that
supporter
Zerk
stuff.
techs. I'm just
So,
talking about anyone
stick
that Zerk
around,
techs.
We'll be right back.
Genuinely anyone that Zerk techs. I literally, like, anytime you watch a Havoc video, you watch a Cold Rose video, someone is fucking Zerk teching, and they think they're like the God's gift of For Honor or something like that, and it's just cringe. It's cringe. It is cringe. It is cringe. You're exploiting. Oh, Jinx, dude, thank you so much, man. That's really kind of you. I don't know what currency it is, but thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I don't think Nobu can really get any love right now because of her strong presence in 4s and her shit presence in 1s. But that's... No, Zerk's fine without the tech. Zerk is still a good character without the tech. It's just... It's just not fun to go against someone who Zerk techs. Because you're already playing a not a fun character, respectively. And I'm gonna say it as well, like, Warden's not a fun character either. But if Warden had a tech that allowed him to, like... Let's say, like, Warden had a tech to level 3 bash... And if he did it properly, like let's say he unlocked, then locked on, and then did the bash, and the bash sent him flying too far, where like not even undodgeables would hit him, it'd be cringe. Just the fact that there's a tech on top of a character that's already not very fun to go up against makes him less fun. Nah, look, donation's a donation. You can never say anything about donations. Donations are donations. They're always good to see. Not everyone's Zerk tech. Yeah, exactly. I don't Zerk tech when I play Zerk. But the thing is, Zerk techs needed to go, and I'm glad they did.
Oh, we're back.
Yeah, we made it.
Yes.
Made it.
We made it. You made it.
We all made
All
it.
of you.
We all made it.
Even you. You made it.
Yeah, I'm
Gosh,
surprised.
that was Nice.
Thank you.
Nice segment.
Surprised
I mean,
stayed.
I didn't do any of that. I was just, but yeah,
I
it was always
I
nice.
was having fun.
I'm so excited for Nuxia. I'm not even gonna like. I mean, folks,
Nuxia
if you
buff,
haven't
I think,
guessed
is pretty
by now,
cool.
this
I'm not
is-
gonna lie.
It's a maybe a bit of an internal joke. But
No,
I
they
love
didn't say anything
Nuxia.
about Sheldon.
I call her best.
The
friend
reason
Nuxia.
Sheldon
I love
Tech
playing her,
exists,
so I'm so
Flicker
excited for
exists,
this. It's a great buff
is
for her,
because
so
it's a,
good stuff.
a leniency, like a
Why don't we take a
comfort
look at,
for
everything
controller
that's coming?
players.
Oh yeah.
Yet
yeah.
I play on mouse and
Super
keyboard,
excited
and I
for
can
our new
replicate
season.
it maybe
Live
3 out of 5
tomorrow,
times in a row.
course, the Serpent Sword. We've got a new battle
So,
pass.
The problem doesn't really
Pass.
contain from its
live
pass.
tomorrow, of
a
course. Our new
like
hero
a
skin,
thing
General
for.
Judd.
Did I say a VG buff? No, it was a VG
so,
nerf.
So nice. The detailing on this is actually spectacular.
I think I saw something that.
It's funny. Not like after I said
So,
Shaolin
snake.
Flicker is stupid.
I love it.
I've seen so many more people lock in Shaolin against me, try to flicker, and then it just doesn't work because once they do it once, I expect it every
We have
time,
our
and
seasonal
it's
event, Frostwind offering.
it's stupid to see, and it will
$5
catch me
back,
off
baby.
guard a
Oh,
lot.
slip and slide.
But
so good.
Have
no.
fun, dunking your friends in the drink.
I don't know. I saw like
Great.
this guy
We've
like
got some Hero Fest coming.
I'm not gonna say that because that's rude.
John Hu,
But
Kong,
he saw me. He locked in his rep 80.
Very nice.
I
We
was
also
playing
have
Lawbringer. I
Friend or
beat
Foe
him,
coming back.
and then he
Sign-ups
rage
are
quit right
open.
after I
Big
killed
shout
him.
out to Max for. I love the signups are open, blinking sign. There we go. There's Max.
Ooh, yes. Sign up. Sign up, people. We love watching this stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, but they
seeing
removed
you
it
all
exactly.
compete at like the highest level.
But it's not even like a
It's
comfort thing
awesome.
anymore
So
because I
fun to
can
watch,
repeat
honestly.
it on
And
keyboard and
how
mouse
cool is
pretty
Browner to be able
easily.
to support like 4v4 modes.
Yeah, you play Warmonger. I'd hope you'd like Ice Brawlers. Oh, you got heavy parried.
How diverse it is.
Dead.
It's amazing. So.
It's amazing.
All right.
We also have testing grounds, of course.
Yeah, this,
We saw earlier coming tomorrow, December
That's right.
5th.
He plays
Not
Orochi.
next week, but tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
He's an Orochi main.
And of course, our balance patch with all the.
That was
A few
realistic.
things. Yes.
Where you get all
it's
black is
exciting stuff. We're
realistic.
Really, really excited for all of that.
But realistic
we also
hasn't
have
shown
some
up in a
content that will be
while.
Coming your way. So available starting tomorrow.
Shaman and
look
Ice
at
Brawlers
the
would be
Serpent
really good with their like
Snare,
100 MS
15K
buff,
steal
but
for all heroes. Look at the snake, the snake, the nope rope, the danger noodles. I remember.
well, I think
So,
it was just like
go
Warlord.
we
This is
also
the thing
have
we
a new
like
execution
have to
kill on the
understand.
Crossley for 10K steal. So
Is
what
that
a
not
season
every
for
character needs to be
Betrayal
good at
this is
everything,
indeed.
right? Like,
So
for example,
a lot of fun.
Gladiator. If I'm playing
We
Glad,
also have a weekly
I
arcade
don't go
quest
near
for
mid at all
everybody.
because that's just not
Everybody
my. I
needs to
can't
play
do
arcade
it,
now.
right?
So Vortiger's task.
Would it
so
be
that'll
nice for
available
Gladiator to get
tomorrow
better
as
mid
well,
clear?
so
Sure,
go in
but
there
does he
and check
need
out
it?
arcade.
No.
We have
Right.
also a ranked.
Then you have a
one
character like
event
Shaolin
order,
that can
so
zone,
Being
3-hit
Faction's most
chain,
ranked
Senate,
match is
3-hit
completed,
chain.
and that'll be running from December 6th through the 9th.
this is really
so
good mid
have fun
clear.
with that.
PK's got decent mid clear with her zone, right? They have good zone clear, so they should go and clear mid.
I mean, you
Not
see
every
everything
character
now,
needs to be
so
good
there's,
at clearing
yeah,
mid.
yeah,
Pretty much.
but you can see that on all our socials. But
Switching PC worth it? It is, but you need to actually
that's not all.
get
We
a
also
PC.
have-
Like, okay,
this might be the
so
my favorite
the thing
one.
is, if you're gonna buy a
I love
PC,
Community Corner.
get a
Let's,
decent one first.
let's
Also, like
have it.
$1,100,
All right.
and you cannot
No,
skimp.
As always, I haven't seen.
You
it.
cannot skimp on the monitor. So, for example, the monitor that I have Streamlabs on is a 75 hertz. The monitor I have to play is 165, right? So the point is, if I have my 75 hertz monitor, and I'm playing the game at 200 frames, I'm realistically only seeing 75 frames. So it doesn't matter how good your PC is if your monitor cannot keep up. If you have a 60 hertz monitor, you're getting 60 frames. That's it. Sure, you get 200, but you only see 60 of them.
Until the drop attacks come. Oh, ooh, this is nice. Yeah, it's a Mandalorian cross.
Yeah, but if you have like a shit ton of like, are we really showing arcade?
Thanks me.
Oh, okay. if you're gonna switch to PC, just make sure that you're not losing too much because, yeah, not bad. I wonder if they're gonna show that that Warden cosplayer that I premiered in my video of. That's really, like, I'm not gonna lie, that's really good. Like, sure it's Shinobi, which I'm annoyed with, but that is really fucking good. This guy did a really good job. Did a really good fucking job. Has both 60 and 120. It literally doesn't make an actual difference. It does make a difference. It really does make a difference.
Athens, we may be. Yes.
It really does make a difference.
It's these moments that just.
It's not gonna make you better at the game. I think I said it. Did I say it in the video? I did. No. Did I? Yes. I said it in the perk video.
Why?
That no. Did I?
Amazing. What better way to?
I did. I said it in a video where I said that upgrading does not make you a better player. It might help you a little bit to make things look better, but it does not make you a smarter player.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for us, Nolan. For everyone watching, thank you all for.
If going from double digits to triple digits, you will see a difference, like for sure. I remember when I got my 165 and I played my first game, it felt like I was cheating a little bit, like genuinely, because the game was so smooth, everything looked so fluid except for Hitokiri heavies. It is a very noticeable difference, but
whoever you raid, just everybody
what's it
in
called?
the chat and type sneaky snake.
Yeah.
When you raid, and that way they'll know where you're from. So it'll be good. You know.
No, it's not gonna fix you being bad at the game. It does not. It can help you react to things a bit better, seeing as, like, let's say if you're playing at 60 to 165, the game will look smoother, but it doesn't just make you a smarter player. If you're stupid and go for every heavy parry and dodge attack on red, like every Lawbringer player does with the new Lawbringer fucking buff to his bash, you're still gonna lose the same way. 60, 120, you're gonna lose. But that's enough yapping. I'm gonna leave the yapping to JC when it comes to patch notes. Holy shit, bro. Like, you guys make streams fantastic. Thank you so much for coming out all the time. I really, really appreciate you guys taking your time to choose me to watch it with instead of anyone better than me. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one.